and Mills from Mill City Boxing, home of that high level pro boxing media, the Fighters and Trainers channel, and most importantly, the People's channel. And we got here the one and only top ranks on blue chip contender, welterweight contender at that, Tiger Johnson. Tiger, how you doing today?
What up with it? I'm good. Can I get water with lemon?
Great performance the other day against Boca Chica. Tell me, how'd you grade your performance?
How I grade it?
Hmm.
I mean, shit, I give myself a B.
B.
Yeah, I give myself a B. I mean, it was certain stuff that I felt like I could have did better. But overall, I feel like shit. I did what I had to do.
Right. Tell me, you go the distance. A lot of trash talking throughout the fight. Um, Tell me, what do you think about Boca Chica per se? Um, Looking at the list of guys that you have in your resume, what was the complications that he gave you that you believe, and then also, why do you give yourself a B? Like, what would you like to see yourself do better?
Um, I felt like I couldn't really get it, like catch my timing like I wanted. You know what I mean? The dude was kind of like he was kind of awkward a little bit, and it was hard for me to really catch a rhythm on him. And like he pretty much just wanted to just load up on every punch. So I was basically like just trying to be smart and not fight his fight. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But it was like times. I mean, I don't know if you watched the whole fight, right?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. So like it was times where I hurt him. I hurt him like a good 2 or 3 times, like towards the end of the fight, and I felt like I could have did a little more to like step on him a little bit, but I
Right.
was still kind of playing it kind of smart. You know what I mean? Um,
Playing it safe. Playing it
Yeah,
safe.
yeah, yeah. Just being smart. I mean, because the dude was strong. You feel me? He was strong. He was, he got some power on him. So I was kind of playing smart. But I feel like it was a lot more. It was a couple of things I could have did better, man. But you live and you learn, man. I got the job done, and we could be on to the next.
Right. Right. Um, Obviously, what were the words we were saying after the fight? I mean, you could tell that what were the words in the fight that were happening, and then obviously, how was the sportsmanship afterwards? Like,
Say it again.
what were the words being said throughout the fight? You guys were going back and forth, and then how was the temperament after the fight? Like, as far as sportsmanship was concerned, like, did you guys have the respect level with each other at the end? I
But
mean,
during the fight, like we was going back and forth because he elbowed me a couple times. Like I seen what he was doing. A lot of people don't understand, like don't realize like it was certain moments in the fight where when I was close with him, some of his shots was coming in as elbows. Like, you know what I mean? And that's probably how he ended up cutting when him and Brian Norman fought. That's probably how they ended up getting that cut or whatever. But dude was throwing elbows and he was fighting kind of wild. So that was another reason why I didn't want to engage with him that much. You know what I mean? Because I seen that he was low key like fighting like kind of rugged and dirty a little bit. So I wasn't trying to take a risk of getting hit with no elbow or getting head butted or whatever. So I was that was why I was trying to play it smart. You feel me? But yeah, that's why I was like saying what I was saying to him. Like I'm like man, you sweet for real or you a pussy like shit like that. So um we were just going back and forth a little bit, but once he hit me right here like with an elbow. You know what I mean? As soon as he hit me with an elbow, I just got salty. You feel me? Because I seen what he was on. And that's how we ended up going back and forth. But before the fight, they try to get off on some gloves with no padding in it. No, nobody knows about that. You feel me? That's why I ended up. That's why we was fighting in rivals. I'm with Everlast. We had a red rival gloves.
oh, just to have even
Commission
up.
came in. Commission came in, man, with some gloves that had no. It wasn't even sealed. The
Mm.
gloves, the gloves came in unsealed. It wasn't even in the package, and it had zero padding in it. Commissioner
Wow.
came in was like, yeah, these your opponent's gloves. We like what? We like, man, hell no. So we was like, man, he got to change them. You know what I mean? And then I had Everlast. Mine was still in the package, and then uh the commission was like, well, we don't have another pair of Everlast for him to fight in. So the only thing they had was rivals. So I'm like, damn. So we just ended up fighting the rivals. Cause I for sure I'm about to let him fight in them gloves that he came in. It wasn't even in the package. It wasn't even sealed. You feel
Wow.
me? So I was. It was weird, man. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know what's up with dude, man. Dude was kind of like I don't know. It was kind of weird.
Yeah. So tell me, uh, when you look at your performance versus Brian Norman's performance with Boca Chica, what would you have to say? The differences? Do you feel like you had a better performance than him? What would you have to say? Because I mean, people leading up to this fight was looking at this was a measuring stick towards that fight per se down the line.
Right.
Um, Tell me, as far as that measuring stick is concerned, where do you feel like? Do you feel like you had a better performance than Brian Norman did?
Yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? I feel like I had a better performance than him. They only went what 3 rounds, right? Or four? Was it 4 rounds?
Hmm.
Um, I was there at that fight, but yeah, I feel like I had a way better performance than Brian did. You know what I mean? I feel like Brian, both of them fight alike. They low key got similar type styles. I think Brian is a better fighter, but they low key similar. You know what I mean? So that was like a crazy. That was a good matchup when they fought, and he caught Brian and everything. You know what I mean? I feel like I had a way better performance than him. One of the judges had it 100 to 90. Like I won every round. Like I clearly boxed the dude. You feel me? So um, it was my first 10 rounder. I felt good. Um, I mean, shit. I feel like I did what I was supposed to do.
Tell me, I asked his father about your
Thank
performance, and I told him that this is a measuring stick, for a fight like for you and his son, and he said that he wasn't impressed. He wasn't impressed with your performance. That Boca Chica showed that you're just not going to be Tiger Johnson. You're not going to do what you do to everyone else. Um, I don't know if he was able to catch that, but yeah. What's your reaction
He
to?
said, wait, he said, I'm not going to, he, say that again?
He said that it wasn't Tiger Johnson. You put
Right.
him on. It wasn't what you would normally do to all the other opponents that you have done. You didn't engage a lot, which is true.
Mhm.
Because when I'm looking at the fight, I see you fight. I've seen you take two of my New England fighters out easy. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? By combinations, beautiful combinations. And
Right.
when you were throwing your combinations to Boca Chica, it was working. You know what I mean? It was working. I would just like I see that there wasn't it wasn't you as far as in you like you were saying you're admitting that the elbows was something that you took in caution of that you didn't want to like play with and that makes sense. I didn't even get to even think that people would automatically assume that it's because of the punching power
I mean,
as a consumer looking on the outside. But
I ain't even gonna hold.
but if you
Listen,
look
listen,
close,
listen.
you can see that.
I'm about to keep it a buck, bro.
Yep.
And this is like, I ain't even this type of person, man. Like, you feel me? But I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. I'll admit that. I could be wrong. If I am wrong, I'll admit that. But on some real shit, I think dude low key was on something too, man. On
Mm.
some real shit, and I'm not even just saying that because it was how they was acting that whole week. You know what I mean? It was weird, man. Like too much weird shit was going on. Like, man, I don't know, man. Like it was times where like I heard him and like he just like he was like a like his like when somebody's like on something and they got like this type of energy and they just be like kind of like up in a way. You
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
know what I'm
Observant.
saying? But I don't know, man. I think dude probably was on something. A lot of fighters be on shit, man. But other than
Hmm.
that, I did what I had to do, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I could be wrong. You feel me? But at the end of the day, I did what I had to do. Dude was strong, so I played it smart. You feel me? Dude was throwing elbows. That's why I didn't want to engage that much. He was hitting behind the head sometimes when I came in. Um, it was the whole week was crazy, man. But at the end of the day, I got it done. You feel me?
Mhm.
It's on to the next, man. You feel me? So I ain't tripping.
Facts. Double tap the screen, ladies and gentlemen. We got over 117 people on. I got my man Tiger Johnson in the building. Straight off of his victory this week, and thank you for coming on as well so soon. Um, so what you think, man? What's next? What type of oh, and um what do you think about Brian Norman and Jen Sasaki coming up?
I think that's a good fight. I think Brian should beat him.
Yeah.
I think Brian should beat him. I think it's a good fight. I mean, I think it's kind of messed up. He got to go out there to Japan to fight dude in his backyard. But I don't know. I think it's gonna be a good fight. I think Brian should get him, in my opinion.
You think you should get him?
I think dude kind of tall. Um, I think dude he got like a little reach on him. He tall. Uh, and I think dude got power. I haven't really watched dude like that, but I heard he got like some pop on him, and he kind of lengthy, tall. So it should be a good fight. But I think Brian should get him.
Yeah. Now, we talked before about like that matchup per se in the future after this performance of outboxing Boca Chica. How soon do you think that fight? You see that fight? He says that um, you and Polanco should be a fight before you guys get an opportunity to fight him. Um, Tell me, how soon do you think you can get that Brian Norman shot? And what do you think about um, his uh, his opinion of you should fight Polanco first?
I'll fight that nigga. Polanco, whoever. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? At the end of the day, man, I'm here to do what I gotta do, man. You know what I'm saying? If Polanco is next, then it is what it is. You feel me? At the end of the day, nigga, it's real champions and contenders that have nowhere near the resume that I have. Like, nigga, if you a real boxing fan and you watch my career, nobody has the type of resume I have. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people talk shit about um, the performances and all type of shit, but nobody is fighting the type fights that I had. Like my fifth, sixth fight, I'm fighting niggas that's 15-1, 15-2. My debut, I fought a dude that was 3-1 with three knockouts. You know what I'm saying? I ain't fought no, I've yet to fight somebody with a losing record. It's
Right.
a step up. Each fight was a step up. You know what I mean? So shit ain't never been no easy road. You feel me? And whoever they put in front of me, I'm gonna do my thing and win. You know what I mean? I ain't taking no. You know, is whatever. You feel
Hmm.
me? Target the hill. You know what I'm saying? Polanco's the next fight. We gonna smoke him too. You
Mm.
know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck who it is, man. Like shit ain't never been easy for me. So all the casuals that's been talking shit about me and saying all this and that. Hold on. All the casuals that's been talking shit, you know what I'm saying, want to criticize me and try to say that I'm trash or whatever the fuck. I don't give a fuck. Niggas know what's up with me. Shit ain't never been easy for me. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, shit ain't never been easy. You feel me? I went to the Olympics. That was a hard road. I turned pro. That was a hard road. And I'm still undefeated, 16-0. Niggas not fucking with me at the end of the day. And
Yeah.
nobody, it's contenders. It's contenders, man. And champions that don't even have the type of resume that I had
Mm.
coming up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So if you know boxing, you know what's up
Big
at the end
facts.
of the day.
So that being said, what you think? What would be your prediction with you and Polanco? Do you feel like that will go the distance? And those are two guys that are hitting hard. What you think? You and Polanco, how does it look?
You said me and Polanco?
Yeah, how does it look? You think
Um,
it's
I
a
mean, to be
chess
honest,
match
I
down the
don't.
rope, down for 10 rounds? Do you think you get him out of there? What kind? You think it's gonna be a war? What you think?
I mean, shit. If I catch him, I catch him. But at the end of the day,
Hmm. Hmm.
I'm every day, every fight I'm learning. You know, I'm getting better and better each fight. You know, it's just another step. You know what I mean?
Hmm. I like this. I like this a lot. Um, yeah. So, how was Norfolk? Tell me, how was that whole experience? I know it was a little bit of it was a wild week, um, but yeah. Tell me, what's your thoughts on Abdullah Mason's performance?
Mhm. Oh yeah, that's my boy. He did what he had to do. You know, I knew he was gonna stop him. But yeah, he did his thing for sure. You know, he put on.
You see him as going for that world title in his next shot?
I can see that.
Yeah,
I don't know who they would put him against, but I mean I
that
can see
knuckle.
that. Like his next couple fights, I could see him. Shit, it might be his next fight, but I could see him the next couple fights that he could go for the title. He already right there, he number two, so I don't see why not.
Yeah, they could put the number one and two together.
Yeah,
Um,
right.
and then that could be next. That could be awesome, right? Um, what you think about what's your thoughts on Keyshawn Davis missing weight, losing his belt on the title in the scale, and
Mhm.
the riot at the end of the night after his brother you know basically they said that Albright said that he got jumped by him and Keon.
Shit, man, I don't even know for real, man.
Was it that wild out there?
Yeah, I mean, I was still on the floor when everything happened. I don't know I don't know what really happened for real. Because I was there for Abdullah fight. So all of that kind of happened during Abdullah's fight,
Oh,
and
okay.
yeah, so I don't really know what happened to, in my opinion, but shit, I don't know. But I mean, I heard that they didn't really jump to it, you know.
Yeah, I'm hearing
You
that
know what I
now.
mean? But
I'm
I don't
hearing that
know too
now.
much to really have no input on it. But as far as Keyshawn missing weight, I mean, shit. You know, it's boxing, man. It happens. He said he outgrew the weight. You know, that's so it is what it is. I mean, I thought dude was still gonna take the fight, but I guess they had other plans.
Right, right. Um, and what? Why you feel like he should have? Do you feel like he should have took the fight?
You
Do
said
you feel
what?
like he should have took the fight?
Oh, it's De Los Santos.
Yeah,
Uh, I mean, he ain't fought in like 2 years. I mean,
yeah,
I thought I thought he would have still took it just off the strength of that.
mm, yeah. Seems like it's gonna be a wild couple of days. Once
Mhm.
some new news start coming in. But yeah, man. We got a lot of fights coming up. Yeah. So as far as we see that Boots, you shared the ring with Boots as well. He's the unified champ. Is that somebody that you see yourself fighting down the line?
Say it again.
Do you see yourself fighting Boots down the line?
I mean, shit. If the opportunity presents itself, yeah,
Yeah, like that would be a big fight for you.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think so. Right? It would be like a big
Yeah.
fight for you. What does Tiger Johnson's hit list look like now?
I mean, shit. We got somebody on the same side as me with a belt. So that's my goal. You know what I'm saying? I want to go for the belt. So whoever is in the way on my road to get the belt, we're gonna take care of business, man. And at the end of the day, I'm kicking ass and taking names, man.
Hmm.
Nobody's fucking with me, man. At the end of the day, you know, I don't care what people got to say. Like I said, man, I'm here for a reason. You know,
What do you what have what has these things that you're talking about, like these comments that you've been hearing?
say it again.
What are these comments that you've been hearing? Because I've never heard you ever say that people been talking shit.
because like I mean they've been saying this for a long time, but I ain't really pay attention to it. I mean, I seen it, but I didn't really, it didn't really bother me that much. But now it's like to a point where it's like, damn, like what the fuck y'all want me to do? You know what I mean? Like I've been proving myself every fight. I'm fighting some tough motherfuckers, and I ain't getting no credit for it. So I'm feeling like, damn, like at least be, give me a little credit. You know what I mean? I appreciate the ones that is giving me the credit, but all I be seeing is just negative shit at the end of the day. And then y'all praise motherfuckers that don't deserve praise.
Mm.
And it's people with resumes that's nowhere near like mine. And y'all praising them more than y'all praising the ones that's really putting in work. You feel me? So I feel like it's just weird in my opinion. But shit, at the end of the day, man, like I'm doing what I gotta do.
Do you feel like this is a name on your resume, like an actual name that people recognize in the boxing world, or do you feel like you're still looking for that name? Maybe is there like a certain name that people need to see you in there with, more of a
Yeah,
household name?
um chicken and mac and cheese. Yeah. Yeah. That's good. I don't want no gravy though.
My man's eating
Yeah.
good. Smash the like button, y'all. Double tap the
Huh?
screen if you're on YouTube.
Nah.
If you're on mobile devices,
Thank you.
double tap the screen if you're on mobile.
My fault. My fault. I was
Now
ordering
you
some
get in
food.
the grill,
But
the grilled chicken with mac and cheese.
yeah, no, for sure. But what I was saying,
You ain't getting praises for your wins, and I'm saying you probably need a household name on your resume to get that, right?
right. I mean, shit, I thought this was a good
Yeah,
win.
it was a
I
good
mean,
win.
this is, yeah. I mean, gave the world champ problems. I don't get credit for that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Ooh,
people still want to talk
okay.
about
Talk
that.
to me.
Like,
Let's go.
hey, this man problems, and I smoked
Okay.
this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know
Okay.
what to say.
Okay. So here, let's play a clip of my man, his father, Brian Norman Sr. Just because your name is Chad doesn't mean and has to be cookie cutter. Simply type in your name and industry. All right.
I watched from Tiger Johnson. I watched the main one. So yeah.
Like,
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So listen, right? I like that. Chica, what she to that fight? It's an ugly ass fight, terrible fight. I mean, I know for a fact that Boca Chica is a dirty fighter. Just being real with you, he is. I know he's a dirty fighter, whatever else, but
You're
at
right
the
on
same
point with
time,
that one,
I
Tiger.
think that Tiger Johnson was afraid to engage. That's what I got out of the performance. He wasn't willing to. He wasn't willing. I mean, you heard his corner begging him pretty much to take risks or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And he wouldn't do it. So like he
Your
was
coach
trying to
is
tell
very
like, yo,
animated
I
in the
could be in
corner.
there. I would do it for you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he's
So
very
you feel
animated, and
like
he
who's the
got
biggest step
everybody
up
intrigued.
in Tiger
Yeah.
Johnson's
Okay. I think your phone had froze. I couldn't really hear.
I mean, I know for a fact they wasn't too excited with his performance before. I don't think that moved the needle at all. What I mean, I don't think it moved the needle at all as far as excitement, what people want to see. Like, it wasn't a good fight. How close did you have it? That's not no slight to, like I said, Tiger Johnson, because he's a good fighter. Yeah. That wasn't a good fighter. We all know that, styles made fights. It's the same thing I said about, power changing the way people act, what they do, and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Apparently, there was something went on in there that didn't allow Tiger to be Tiger and do what he do. Yeah. Did it?
Okay.
Right on point. Right on point to exactly what you said. He's a dirty fighter. You know what I mean? And he knew that. you implied in that, and you also you dug deeper. You believe he probably was on some juice probably, and yeah. So do you feel like other people are gonna like? He said it was a terrible fight though. Now you're saying that you're satisfied. You give yourself a B. How do you feel like the regular consumer feels your performance was?
I mean, I can't. I mean, I'm not mad that he said that. I mean, if he says it was an ugly fight, that's his opinion.
Hmm.
I mean, he said, I've had way better performances than I did in that fight. So
Some people gonna
I feel like I feel like
make it
every
look
fight ain't
ugly.
gonna be. I feel like every fight ain't gonna be. I feel like every fight ain't gonna be what you want it to be. Sometimes, sometimes you're gonna have to just make adjustments and go to Plan B, or you know what I'm saying. Like sometimes, man, shit go out the window, and you just gotta adjust and go other routes to win the fight. You know what I mean? And that's what I did.
Hmm.
But I ain't really tripping, man. You know, we got the job done, man, and we on to the next fight. I
Right.
ain't, it is what it is.
No, no, yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Every fight ain't gonna be pretty, man. Like shit, Floyd done had ugly ass fights. You know what I mean? But he still won. He did what he had to do.
Hmm.
I mean, every fight ain't gonna be the way you want it to be.
And he would hit you on the clinch. He would make sure that it was gonna be a rough, tough fight.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. He for
And
sure a dirty fighter though. He ain't lying about that.
yeah, do you feel like keeping it in the outside was the only way to like keep the fight going, or do you feel like there was some tactics that you could have did in the inside that I don't know that could have possibly kept it in a different pace for yourself? Because I know he was. It's tough when someone's going to throw elbows. You know what I mean? To keep it in the inside. I mean, I'm assuming.
Mhm.
Is it like
Um,
you didn't clinch at all the fight? You didn't really clinch.
I mean, it was. I feel like it was times where when I did engage, was to just hurry up, try to let off a little combo, touch the body a little bit, and then get back to the jab. You know what I mean? So the times that I did do that, that's when he, try to get all rugged and, you know, try to, get all, rough and, fight dirty and shit. So once he hit me with a couple of elbows, man, I wasn't really trying to get that close to him. Because I seen what he was on. You feel me? And I wasn't trying to take a risk of getting cut or just something dumb happening. So, um, that's why I just like, man, I'm about to just, be smart, keep using my jab, boxing, every time you come in wild, countering, so that's how I did it.
No, to be honest with you, it was a good performance. I mean, I definitely wanted to see more combinations, but now I get it now. Now this makes a lot more sense. Um, Commentators don't really go into depth of like what a dirty fighter really is, like those little things, those little tactics and stuff like that. But yeah, what would you have to say that you have you seen the performance?
Yeah, yeah, I seen it. I kind of like just I watched it, but I was low key like half sleep when I watched it. So I'm gonna watch it again and give my full attention to it and really, you know, really watch it and break it down.
Okay, you think you and what was the respect afterwards? You guys were next to each other. I know you guys were talking to each other. Like, what
Yeah, I
did you
told him.
guys have?
No, at the end of the fight, I told him, man, good fight, man. It's all love at the end of the day. Like a lot of people don't know that we came up together. Like we won JOs together and everything. So
Yeah.
he from Detroit. I'm from Cleveland. So we was on the same junior Olympic team. And yeah, so I just told him like, man, good fight, man. It's all love, and just kept it moving. You feel me? I think his dad was still talking crazy though, but his dad always been like that. I ain't paying no mind. But yeah, that was that.
Mm. Um. There's you seen Teofimo Lopez, he called out Jerome Boots Ennis. So you see that he's possibly a guy that wants to become a welterweight as well. What do you think about a fight with him? You and
With
Tio? Yeah, I
Tio.
think you guys were in the same camp at one point in time, right?
Yeah, yeah. I think that's when he was getting ready for Jermaine. I
Yeah,
think.
Jermaine Ortiz, that's right. Who'd you have for camp this week? This time around? Yeah.
For sparring, I had got some good work with got some good work with my boy Troy, Key. I sparred Kelvin. Um, and I sparred Emiliano Moreno.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, so yeah, I got some good work.
So how's that work with you and Keyshawn?
Oh yeah, it's real good work. And it was crazy though because we ain't sparred since we was on the Olympic team together.
Hmm.
So it was just it was fun to be back in the ring with him, and it was like it felt just like old times. You feel me? So yeah, we got some good work in for sure.
That's what's up, man. That's what's
Mhm.
up.
Yeah,
Um, uh, and you don't see yourself in a future fight with Tio?
yeah.
Yeah,
Shit,
that's a
if it
big
presents
fight.
itself, yeah, if it presents itself, shit,
You got
it's
to move
whatever.
up in the rankings, and because he'll move up and he'll be up in the rankings.
Mhm.
Them
Man, if it presents itself, man, it's whatever, man. Like I said, man, I ain't ducking no wreck, man. You feel me? It's if y'all, man, look, I'm tired of saying this, man. If y'all pay attention to who I've been fighting, I've like I fought some tough people, man, early as hell in my career, man. You know what I'm saying? My whole career I've been fighting some tough ass people, man. I'm not ducking no wreck. Like, you feel me? Like, I don't really know.
who they saying you ducking?
I
Who
don't
they
think
saying
people
you
understand
ducking?
that. Huh?
Who they saying you ducking?
No, it's not even just that. Like, I'll fight whoever. You feel me? Like, I ain't really I feel like it's more of just a credit thing with me. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like niggas ain't just giving me like my credit and shit. And who the hell do I gotta beat for motherfuckers to you feel me? All right, yeah, he all right. You know what I mean? Like, at least like damn. But
You got,
Palaka, is that who I gotta smoke? If that's who I gotta beat, then when that time come, I hope they'll give me my credit then.
but it's not. It's like you ain't calling for him really. You know what I mean?
Every time, no. Shit, every time I'm asked about it, I say if they say fight Polanco, I'll fight the nigga. That's just not a fight that's been called.
What about So Polanco's number 6 in the WBO. Number 7 is Rashidi Ellis.
Right.
What about Rashidi? He's a name.
Receipt?
Yeah, he's a name.
I mean, well, I never heard nothing from Rashidi, but I mean shit.
He beat like the number 1 guy in the WBO, which is Alex Rocha.
Mhm. I would
So
fight him too. I
probably,
mean, you
yeah,
ain't really
that's a name.
I mean shit.
And
It's
that will
whatever.
that will boost you up into the rankings in the WBO,
Right.
beating him.
But I mean, at the end of the day, whatever's planned, man. We just gonna keep the ball rolling, man. And just execute to the road to the title, man. So whoever's in the way of that, we gonna handle business. I can't really tell you like what's in order or what's next and after that. You know what I mean? I can't really say that. You know what I mean?
As far as no, and the reason why I say it is because we kind of
Thank you.
want to know what direction of the title you would go for.
Right.
What organization is Tiger, seeking. You know, that's kind of like where the people would, because when people hear, "Oh shoot, you want a title?" Well, all right, what title you want? You know what I mean?
Mhm. Shit,
So
I mean, shit. I want to go for the WBO.
you want Brian Norman Jr.
I mean, I feel like that's the easiest. That's the easiest fight to be made because we're on the same side of the street.
Yeah.
So I mean, all the other belts is like shit different. Mario Barrios got the WBC. Oh, Tiger. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I appreciate it. Um, this should look good, ain't it? But all the fights is like on different sides of the street. So I mean, I rather just go with the one that's we in the same stable. So it ain't nothing personal or no beef or nothing. But I feel like that's just the smarter route.
Right. Okay. Nah, I hear you. I like this. His pops is listening right now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He likes it. You got a message for his pops?
Shit, man. Good luck. You know what I'm saying? I think Brian should do his thing. I'm rooting for him. I mean, I don't got no problem with Brian. You know what I'm saying? I got love for Brian. Like I think Brian is a hell of a fighter. I think he should go to Japan and do his thing. At the end of the day, I think it's a fight that could be made between me and him one day.
Yeah.
Um, Whenever that opportunity comes, I'll be happy to share the ring with him.
He said he appreciates you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man, that's definitely a fight to look forward to, and yeah, them and Jin Sasaki, I think is gonna be fireworks. There's a lot of explosiveness in that ring, and
Yeah.
them going to Japan, it's just kind of exciting, just being an American boxing fan and just watching, our world champion go out there and just put it all on the line, on their
Mhm.
turf, just because
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie though,
they
man.
come in.
That's a by him going out to Japan, that's already a tough thing to do, man. So we gonna have to really have to step on Sasaki, man. But I think Brian should I think he should be good though.
Right, right.
Yeah, I think he should be good.
Word. Well, I know that you are in like having some dinner. I seen the mac and cheese floating. I know that's your favorite, so I'm gonna let you do your thing. Let everybody know where they can find you on social media, and then also leave a last minute words to all your fans. We got over 200 people on the YouTube tuning in right now.
Oh, shout out to everybody that tuned in, man. I appreciate all the support. You know, I ain't get a chance to really see everybody comment, but shout out to everybody that tuned in, man. On all platforms, Tiger Johnson 216. Shout out to Mill City, for
All
having
day,
me.
every day.
Um, you know, yeah, man, I'm happy, man. You feel me? I'm 16-0 now. I'm signed. Best promotion in the game, man. It's a dream come true at the end of the day, man. I'm living my dream. It was a hard journey growing up, all the way up until now, man. So I'm doing it, man, and we gonna keep doing it.
Tell me, how active do we think you're gonna be this year?
Hope I can get one more. I wanna get one more. Um, Hopefully by the end of the year,
Okay.
I can end the year with a good fight. That'd be good.
I think we got some fans that want to talk to you, but I want you to eat in the same time. So yeah, just enjoy your
No,
food, bro.
shit. I answer a couple questions. What's up?
Okay, okay. No, HLD. I am on live. I'm on IG live. You can see it. Um, yeah, I'm gonna be tapping some people in. But yeah. So one of the questions here are facts. I like Tiger, but it's the way early. It's way too early. Do you feel like people think it's just way too early for you? Like, why do you think people say that
To go for a belt.
for the title shot? Yeah.
Um, that's just their opinion. Can I get plastic silverware? Oh, thank you. Good looking. But no, I mean that's just their opinion. And it's probably because of my performances. That's probably why they saying that. I ain't mad at that, but I'm gonna show them why I'm ready. I'm gonna prove them wrong.
Yeah, no, for sure. Um, you got well, I got a caller here. HLD in the house. What's going on? We still got Tiger on the live.
Awesome, awesome. What's going on, Tiger?
What up with it?
My man, I'm gonna tell you something. I was really looking forward to you this Saturday. You know, I can and I kept on pumping that out because I really liked your last performance. You know, and to be honest, what I saw on Saturday, congratulations on the win, regardless of the fact you got the win.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
You know, whatever comes out of my mouth is constructive criticism. It's not like I know bullshit hate.
No, for sure.
I
Shit,
think
shit, shit. Go
I
ahead.
think it was a B minus performance.
Mm-hmm.
Skill wise, like a B minus performance. Entertainment value wise, maybe a C. But I think some work needs to happen between you and your coach because I didn't like the dynamic that was happening on Saturday. Like I don't know if there was instructions or just criticism all night coming from Coach Brewster. And so I don't know if you felt that, and I'm not trying to, but that's what I saw. That was the impression we all saw on TV.
Right.
That Coach Brewster was just dogging you out. You're not doing this. You're not doing that. Oh man, and all that type of shit. And I didn't get to see no proper instructions. Yo, do this, do that. So I think there needs to be better corner communication between you two guys so that we can be dialed in into what we got to do in that ring. But your performance versus Boca Chica, well, shit, it was better than Norman Jr. You didn't get dropped. Did you get dropped?
You said, did I get dropped?
Yeah, did you get dropped by Boca Chica? Because Norman Senior tried to say
Hell
that
no.
it was a bad performance, but I don't remember Tiger Johnson getting dropped.
No, no, hell no.
Exactly. So let's keep it a buck. I think you had a good performance. Could have been more polished. Could have been more entertaining.
Right.
Yes, but we also the small details, like you say, we're not in there, and we know that this Boca Chica dude is he's a rough motherfucker. Let's just call it that. He's a
Right.
rough motherfucker. He
Right.
needs to win by all means, and you handled it the best way you could, I guess. But I hope that between you and your coach, we can do that. Come on, Senior. You want this Slim Senior?
So we got Brian Norman Sr. on the live right now.
When I gotta when somebody say my name and you making me look like I'm some shit that I'm not, but I'm gonna come on, but I'm gonna say something. I was letting Tiger get his shine. Congratulations, Tiger, on your win. All
Appreciate
I'm
it.
saying, it wasn't the best performance. I'm sure Tiger know it wasn't the best performance. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't never criticized Tiger other than the performance that it was that night. I've already said my son has had bad performances. So what the fuck are we talking about? It wasn't a good performance. That doesn't mean he a bad fighter. That don't mean shit else. So HLD, while you on here talking about Norman said it wasn't a good, no motherfucker, it wasn't a good performance. But that don't mean shit. He got the good. Hey, that's what Lil City said. He said it right here on the panel, man. So we like, oh, let's if that's what it said, we're gonna have to be like, what's going on here? That's why I'm coming up here clearing this shit up. You make it like I'm fucking dogging the man out when I did. I just said it. No, I'm throwing some mustard on this. That's all. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of mustard. Motherfucking mustard. Don't throw no motherfucking mustard on
Nah,
me that I didn't ask for. Tiger,
nah, nah,
just
nah,
let me
nah.
know your
Hey,
win,
nah,
big dog.
nah, nah, nah. Cause I know what you meant. I ain't, it ain't personal with me, man. I know what you meant, man. I ain't tripping.
I told him myself. It's constructive criticism. Yeah, you know what I mean? You know the win. Meal, what I was telling you is I'm just listening. I'm holler at you later, dog. Congratulations, Tiger. Man. I came on because HLD came on with the bullshit, so that's all. I'm holler at you.
You already. Oh, you got it.
Yeah, let me see them becoming the Bill Haley Part 2 from this
Nah,
thing.
nah,
You
nah.
say 3 times.
Nah. The money's coming in. That's it. So you're gonna have Norman Senior with the glasses. You know what I mean? You're gonna constantly see him. You know, clean and everything. But yeah. You got any more questions? Oh, guys, if you guys want to call in, we're live on Mill City Boxing, and call in, ask a question. Tiger's here for just a little bit, but HLD, you got anything else?
Yo, my man needing some good Southern food. It looks like, right? This is where we are right now.
My man, eating. He's on. He's on his little date, you
Other
know.
than that, Tiger, I look forward to your next performance. I hope you really do look at the tape. You guys got to. I mean, just like I said, nothing to be. Just I think they're just better corner communication between you guys. You guys being sync and these are the extra antics that we didn't need to see on TV because you guys are a team. You know what I mean? So
Right.
other than that, man, I congratulate you on the win. You did pretty much clean sweep the guys. So let's move on to the next and let's get this going.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate it too, man. We still growing. We gotta, we still learning. We still growing as a team, and we make, we make mistakes. But for sure, we still growing, man. We gonna learn from everything, and we gonna grow from it.
But be proud of your win. Let me tell you that. I know we're hitting with a lot of shit, but be proud of that win because you know what? That motherfucker is not easy. He made the champion. He made the champion have to work for it, and so you did clean sweep the guy. And so let's just work on to the next
Right.
and let's see what happens with the next dude coming up. Next in line, let's go. All right,
For
man.
sure.
That's all I got. The news.
My guy. Yo, Tiger, blesses, man, and enjoy your
Uh,
food, bro.
yeah, but I appreciate it, man.
You
Thank
got
you.
it. You already
All
know,
right, man.
man.
Y'all be safe, man.
To the next time, bro.
Yep.
So now it's that time. Big ups to Tiger. Keep up the grind. Thank you, Red, for the $2. You sent it right, not on time. But we really appreciate the donations. Now it's about that time that we go and how I call in, champ. Now everybody want to call in when he leaves. Nasty work. Um, so lots of talks. So we're gonna talk this drama, we're gonna talk this shit, and we're also gonna get into some boxing topics. First and foremost, Teofimo Lopez with a PBC hat on today. Put it on. I mean, do you think is it facts? Is it friction? I mean, tell me. What you think?
Where there's smoke, there's fire, and I've been saying that out loud. He's got the best team in boxing right now. My words. This is not no city words. My words. Fuck the Haney's.
Diablo, wow.
My words. We don't need to see that garbage shit.
Que Dios te bendiga. Wow.
We don't need to see that shit. We want to see real fights.
Wow,
Simple as
wow,
that.
wow, wow. Smash the like button, y'all. Smash the like button. Que Dios te bendiga, HLD. Ay bendito. Santo. Wow.
I dare Bill Haney come on this live.
Bill?
Bill Haney.
No. Bill Haney hasn't came on this live in a minute. Woo! Bill Haney, shit.
I think it'll be too soon for T to be on that undercard. But I think what the build up is he's next in line for that winner of the main event.
What are you saying, HLD?
The fight that we all been wanting. The fight that we all be wanting for years. The takeover versus Gervonta Tank Davis. That's what we're talking about.
Dun dun dun. One of the biggest fights in boxing. I'm not gonna lie. That's one of the biggest fights in boxing.
It's the biggest fight in boxing.
I don't know about all that, but it's big.
The biggest.
It's big because the way Tio coming, everyone is trying to. He got like that Mayweather effect. Like, yo, you know that Mayweather effect that you just. I need to see him get his ass beat. That Mayweather effect. That I need to see his ass get beat.
And guess what, bro? Se van a quedar con la gana.
But damn, I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
Told you Tio's a free agent.
Yeah, but Tio could. I mean, why would we go into a? Why wouldn't he fight PBC? I mean, we got Russell, you got Puello. I mean, why Tank?
Yes, what did we just say? It's the biggest fight in boxing. Point blank. Point blank. That's gonna be a $1.52 million pay-per-view by fight.
It's a big fight.
It's gonna dwarf Ryan Garcia.
It's a big fight. It's a big fight.
Money, baby.
It's a big fight.
Name recognition. It's legacy. It's legacy for Tank. And it's like taking that the American face of boxing crown away from Tank.
Shout out to Frank86, member for 16 months. Teo versus Tank. Who you got? I Bendito.
Ain't asking me. You know who I got.
Shoot. So I want the Tank Roach rematch. What? I'm telling you. And then Senior, you come out this live acting like you don't want to talk your shit. You act like you don't want to talk your shit, Senior. Talk to me.
Well, first of all, when you first clicked me on with Tiger, I didn't know who he was talking to. I had no clue. I just clicked the live, and then when I put on, you invited me in. I didn't know what the fuck we talking about. What we talking about? So I don't be liking to come like that. Now with HLD, bro, you cannot be this. Like you lose credibility with some of the shit you say, dog. What did I say that was wrong?
I told you when it comes to Teal.
Bro, listen, hold on, HLD, just hear me out real quick. We're gonna talk some very fucking common sense. Basic shit that people know we already said. What was the reason he didn't fight us again? What was your excuse? What are the excuses you giving? What are the excuses that you're giving him for not fighting us and becoming the WBO world champion and fighting Jerron Ennis, the fight that he said he wanted? What was your? I'm gonna start there first because it got so many things with Tio. He done dug so many fucking holes you can't get him out, but you just when you're getting bobbing and all the way through. So we're going to start with that one first because that was the first instance. What was the reason he didn't fight Brian on the joint? First of all, when your fight, your son, at that time, no money on the table like there would be versus a Boots, which is what they offered next on the table. Is for Boots. Okay, they didn't offer that next on the table. First of all, simple as this. You said there was no money, but that deal was already in, so he was willing to fight Gervonta Young, but not Brian Norman Jr. I'm missing it. It was about the title at that time. It wasn't about the money at that time. Don't you remember? There's no money. Not the money that he was getting versus the offer with Boots. So he had just fought fucking Steve Claggett. Fucking Claggett. Right now you come in telling me, wait, Steve Claggett, a guy that does not hold a title, after a Steve fucking Claggett win, he gets a shot at a fucking WBO title against an up-and-coming undefeated fighter that's in the game, that's tough, and you're telling me it wasn't no money in that fight, but he just fought Steve Claggett. He still got his minimum versus Steve Claggett. So he can get he gonna get more than his minimum versus the WBO champion. What are you talking about? Minimum. You very well know that each fight has its risk and reward, and there's a price to pay.
You about to get ganged up on.
You know that, which is why you do not fight Boots right now because the risk and reward. You know you don't want to. I deserve more money than this shit. No, absolutely wrong. We were going to fight Boots for that. I already went over why we didn't do that, and it wasn't that we didn't fight him because we tried to fight him. Again, that's a whole other situation. There was never a real situation where we could have fought drawn into that all. So we're going to skip that. Now, you want to ignore that, but I'll let you be. No, I don't. We done already been through this shit a million times. I can go through the whole spiel again. You know, I don't mind, but your story doesn't add up. But really, I'm going to let it be. I don't want to. Because if you want me to get a smoke with you, I want to build that smoke with you when it's still on the line versus your girl. No. I want you to be that smoke me because I don't like leaving shit unturned. You just said shit don't add up. Start with me then. I'm gonna do something that people don't do. I don't duck no questions. What don't add up? The risk would reward with the pay they wanted to give him just to fight your son. No, what don't add up about what the fuck I just said about why we didn't talk, why the fight wasn't able to be made? What don't add up? Did your son have to have surgery? Yes, but he had surgery when T.O. ducked the motherfucking smoke. And the circuit was supposed to be ready by a certain time, and it wasn't ready till a couple of weeks later. How the fuck does that not add up? Your circuit wasn't ready till this year. What are we talking about? That's what I'm saying. It was supposed to be, but it wasn't just through God. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Then let that be. That's where it's at. Okay, and I try to skip it. You try to put a narrative out there like I'm ducking a fucking question, but I'm not. I'm not telling you ducking the question. I'm just telling you that fight was not going to be. All right, it wasn't going to be. So fast forward, just let me know my shit do that add up all the time, and I go back and I'm going to make it, and we can research and redo and regroup and re-goddamn, and it's going to always add up. Fast forward to the next one. Tio was supposed to fight. He wanted to fight Gervonta Ennis, but again, Gervonta Ennis did whatever he did. Then he comes back with a bigger fight with Teofimo Lopez. It was indeed a bigger fight for more money and in the same location that he wanted to fight Gervonta Ennis. What was the reason he didn't take the Devin fight? So you talking about Devin Haney? Devin Haney. For half of what they offered for Boots? No, he wasn't even doing that. It was half of what he was giving Boots. Did you know where I am right now? Wait, did you know where I am right now? You're in Japan. You know Nakatani just fought 2 nights ago. You know who I talked to? Who you talked to? I talked to motherfuckers that know the real deal. You can go look at my story and you can go look at my story and you'll see me speaking to the lawyer on Top Rank. And you can bet to believe I asked that question. Tio was not offer less. Tio's no longer a Top Rank fighter. What are we talking about? But the offer was made when he was still with Top Rank. How the fuck are you gonna tell me? I'm telling you. Since he signed a 3-fight deal, he hasn't been with Top Rank. This motherfucker crazy. You know what? No. You could make that out of your Tio hasn't been with them since he signed a 3-fight deal. The paperwork and the offer, if you're signed with a promoter, he just won a title again. He said by his own motherfucking admission, when you win a title, you automatically extend 2 years. He ain't won no motherfucking title more than 2 years ago. ATD, use your fucking brain, bro. Get your head out to your ass. You think he's on the same contract that you took him and lined that contract? He only has to not pay promotional fees to Barbarian, and he's done with them. Barbarian has nothing to do with his career. Okay. So when he said that if he win a title, that it extended the contract for 2 years, you saying it's not the same as the exact thing I'm telling you because our contract. Not what it is right now. He's not on that 360 deal that everybody else gets on the top rate. All right, you're gonna defend that racist son of a bitch to the bottom to the end. Oh my God, nigga! If you can't win this argument, we're gonna go into left field. And we're gonna pull out the other stuff. Ain't no real argument. You spinning shit that you don't know what you're talking about. Nah, man, didn't we up? It was 5.5. It was 5.5. It was more money. It was 5.5 that they offered for the Devin Haney fight. It was absolutely not. It was 5.5. And how much was the Boots fight? 11. No, it was fucking not. That I know for a fact. It wasn't. It was not 11 million for Boots. Not. Well, then what was it? 8. It was 8. And it was 8 for Devin. It was the same. It was 8. It's 8 and 8.
Ocho.
Not for Devin. It was 8. It was 8 for both of them. I'm telling you. It was 8. Not for Devin. Okay. Not for Devin.
Damn. Did Boots sign to PBC too?
As a consumer, since day one, I don't give a fuck about that. Nobody wanted to watch that dude ever again on May 3rd. Nobody clamored for that fight. So I don't care for that fight. I really don't. Pick it up. So do me a favor then. Do me a favor since you're so close. No, the Boots. Look, you ain't punch drunk. You ain't punch since y'all so close to Tio. Do me a favor. So right now, if he can apologize to Turkey, because he apologized, he crashed out on Turkey because he didn't want the Devin fight. That's no, he crashed out. Anyway, he crashed out wrongfully, but he crashed out. So who the fuck is he gonna fight for bigger money then? Who is he gonna fight? I don't know. Maybe somebody around PBC. Understand this. When you maybe somebody at PBC. when you got your value, when you have your value, right? You think PBC gonna pay you more than Turkey was paying him? Hey, do you not know that in history? There's one dude over there that won't pay that money and more. Who is it? Who is it, Mills? Who is it, Mills? Who does PBC got that would pay more than 11 million? Who to fight? Who? Come on, man. We know it's Tank Davis. No, they won't. The minimum for what they gave Frank Martin was like fucking $2 million or $1 million, $2 million. Who's Frank Martin? Listen to me, dog. The PBC. Who's Frank Martin? This motherfucker is crazy. You can research it. But listen to me. Listen to the numbers. Listen to the numbers. You can research this. PBC numbers are very low. That's why that's why Derrick James sued Aerospace, because the numbers that are guaranteed money are very low. They're not high. 5 million is the max of guaranteed money. Wait a minute. Outside of Canelo, 5 million is the guaranteed high that you ever heard from PBC outside of fucking Saul Canelo Alvarez. All right. So I don't know where the fuck you get your
and Ryan Garcia.
Hold on, listen. Ryan Garcia, maybe you said Ryan Garcia. Let me back it up. I was about to say, Turkey, you earn your worth, right? Turkey paid Ryan Garcia $20 million to fight Rolly, and Rolly got $5 million. So that's you earning your worth right there. So if T.O. was the best on that card, which nobody argues that, he was the best on the card that night, you just earned your worth with Turkey. So you negotiate from there, you dumbass. Not to fight no damn hand. Listen, what I'm saying to you is, if you are the one, Ryan was the one getting the $20 million. Rolly was just the fucking opponent. So if you are the one that shined over the motherfucker you gave $20 million. Where is your motherfucking logic, dog? You talking like a female. You talking illogical. Now you want to throw shots. Don't do that. Don't do that. Here's really simple. Who got fucked over on May 2nd and May 3rd? Turkey. And you think he's not fed up now? Oh, you motherfuckers are taking advantage of me now? You don't think he say, fuck you motherfuckers? I ain't paying this money now no more. Out of both of those cards, he didn't take advantage of him. What the fuck are you talking about? T.O. was the best performance out of both of those cards. And so then why did they cut his pay from his contract? Like, you know what? You just don't know what the fuck. No. Why did they cut T.O.'s pay? And they reneged on his contract. They didn't cut his pay. That's what you're not listening to. They did us a lie that they told you to get you the fuck off. That's just to make an excuse. They did not cut his fucking pay. Okay. It's an asshole. No, you just want to believe that your son is something that needs to be done. And he's not. He's not. Your son is nothing to be done. Yes, he's a good fighter. He's a good fighter. But he's not a proven fighter. You acting like Gio's gonna have to duck yours like he's a proven fighter. He ain't a proven fighter. Wait a minute. When T.O. went, where did T.O. fight George Campos there? When T.O.'s 22, he beat a real champion in that motherfucking ring. How old is your son? Since you talking about age? Where did he fight George Campos there? Hey, where did he fight Coleman at 22? All right, at 22. Who did T.O. beat at 22? A real champion. Who did T.O. beat at 23? And he ducking motherfuckers right now. No, Boots ducked it. Right now. Boots ducked it. He ducking the smoke. Boots ducked it. T.O. ducking the smoke. But you know what? Nobody want to see no damn Haney. You can take him with you, man. You can take him to Japan with you. I tell you what. Take him to Japan with you, because nobody want to see him. Look, my son is in Japan to defend his title. If he come over here, he make a dominant performance, there should be no reason in the world why T.O. won't want to fight Brian Norman Jr. My son's name is being mentioned with Jerron in a fight. My son's name is being mentioned with every single person you just named. So you can't say my son is a nobody. His name is being mentioned with every single welterweight in the division, because guess what? He's one of the top in the welterweight division. Every day you live with. Is he? Does he dominate the airways? Because I don't hear his name anywhere. Oh, he's out there now. He's there, baby. When you get on and they talk about welterweight division, they talk about Brian Norman Jr. You a fuck. I don't know, man. I've been hearing for the past 2 months is Tio and Boots Ennis. That's all I've been hearing. That's because that's all you hear is fucking Tio. That's all I've been hearing. On all the media.
You think? Wait. HLD. You think that Tio and Boots' build up is bigger than Norman and Boots' build up?
Absolutely.
Hell no. What are you talking about, HLD?
Nobody wants to see that. Hey, did he get invited to Saudi for that event over there? Does Chuck even know you guys?
Way pate, way pate.
HLD, your boy's looking horrible, you know. He's ducking everybody. He's ducked Sabrina Matias. He ducked Brian Norman Jr. last year.
Yeah.
He ducked Devin Haney. He really did. I'm telling you right now, who's talking? Because I don't even know who the hell is talking.
Boxing nerd.
Fight. He didn't want none of the fights. Salute to salute to Brian Norman. Hey, Topping didn't want to pay you the 3.5 for Matias. But when Matias had the chance to fight him, he ran to Uncle Eddie to fight Bottle to then embarrass us Puerto Ricans in Puerto Rico and get hit by Australia.
No.
He's ducked everybody. How do you stand behind the guy that's racist? He's ducked everybody. They hurt him so bad. The poor racist Tia is such an asshole. We gotta hate on him. The biggest cloud chaser in boxing right now, right? Hey, I know Boots should have signed the contract. He said he was gonna stay at 147 for the titles or move up. That's what he said after the Karen fight. Are you guys not paying attention? That's not what his daddy said. That's not what his daddy said. That's not what his promoter said.
Yeah, we're Edwin De Los Santos in the house. Edwin De Los...
Congratulations on that win, Edwin.
Hermano. Edwin De Los Santos, el Granada. Siempre. Tranquilo.
Edwin, ¿cómo estamos, hermano?
Estamos bien, gracias a Dios.
Hey, tú ganaste este fin de semana, tú sabes que sí, que ganaste. Ese fue un chequecito en el entrenamiento, de rebajar, pero coño, te dieron la paga. Estoy contento que te dieron la paga.
No, todavía no.
Y'all know a lot of them from over here, y'all saying, right?
Yeah, HLD, you gotta do the translation.
Oh, damn. All right.
Got him.
Voy a ser el traductor aquí para esto, okay? So yo voy a hablar inglés, español entre los dos. You guys got questions?
Yeah, start with what you just said. ¿Cómo estamos? Dímelo.
Everything good.
Everything good.
Yeah.
Mira. Okay, so listen. Let's talk about this. All right. So, Edwin, what do you think about Keyshawn Davis not making weight?
¿Qué tú piensas de Keyshawn Davis no teniendo peso para la pelea contigo? ¿Qué tú pensaste que era lo que le estaba haciendo con eso?
Creo que se relajó mucho y fue algo en verdad como que pensó que yo me iba a vender por lo que querían venir a ofrecerme, o sea que él se preparó para pelear ese peso.
He believes that Keyshawn got too relaxed in thinking that he was going to take the fight anyway, and you know that didn't happen as we all saw. But he thought that's what ended up happening. He thought that Keyshawn was too relaxed and thinking he was going to be desperate enough to take the fight.
Y que pensó que al yo tener el tiempo que tengo inactivo, pensó que con lo que me iba a ofrecer yo iba a aceptar la pelea porque necesitaba el dinero y eso.
And he also believed that because you know that he was out so long and you know they haven't had any paydays as of late, that he was going to be desperate just to get that check no matter what. He got that check anyway, so that's great. Well, he actually mentioned right before everything, he mentioned that it's still in the works.
He hasn't got paid yet.
Oh shit! Oh, okay.
Carl Moreno, they told him they lost a lot of money, so it's like you're losing a lot of money, and then you're saying you got to deal with me later. It's going.
That's why Samsung and my ex because I told that promoter Rice said he's, they're looking into suing. And Samson, went ahead and he validated that statement on my Twitter. So, lo que te iba a decir es que hablamos que no están pagos todavía. Y yo le estaba diciendo que yo en Twitter había puesto la entrevista del promotor Rice. Okay. Y que había dicho que están que de la demanda es posiblemente que va a pasar algo en una demanda y que Samsung había dicho que posiblemente que sí.
Was it was it the weight, or was it that he wasn't trying to pay the weight per pound that you guys wanted? Was it the hydration? Was it the rehydration, or was it the weight per pound that he didn't want to pay? That's why the fight didn't happen.
¿Tú crees que era la rehidratación, la causa de eso, o el número de pagos por libra, por que él no quería pagar para hacer la pelea? ¿Cuál de las dos cosas tú crees que lo prevenió en las dos? He believes both of them. He believes that it was both the rehydration clause and the dollar amount that was being negotiated per pound that he didn't want to agree on.
He had a lot of fans out there to go see him. I heard that everybody was surprised.
Bueno, dice que parece que tenía una patrulla allá de gente lista por ti. Estaba en Virginia, pero parece que la República Dominicana cayó allá. So, que si estaba sorprendido con eso.
No, ¿cómo te digo? Hubieron muchas personas que me escribieron y me decían que iban a para allá, ¿entiendes? Y me sentí en verdad muy bien, muy apoyado, y mucho también fanáticos en Virginia también de ellos mismos, que me enseñaban, que estaban aportando a mí. En su teléfono me enseñaban, mira, te tengo esto, aporté a ti. De allá mismo.
He was very surprised. He had a lot of people writing him up, but also at the fight itself, like a lot of people were actually putting money on him for the fight. He was surprised to see that a lot of fans were putting money on him to win the fight.
Do you feel like he couldn't have made the weight, or do you feel like he could have made the weight?
¿Tú piensas que él no podía hacer la de eso, o es que él no quería hacerlo, llegar al peso?
Él estaba entero, él podía hacer peso en realidad, pero él se preparó para querer tener esa ventaja.
He believes he looked very well that he could have done it. He just wanted to do what he needed to get the advantage, and that's what he feels about that.
Si te fijaste en el aspecto físico de él, se veía que él estaba trabajado, pero no para bajar de peso.
Yeah, he says if you look at his physique, he looked like he's worked out, but didn't put the work to cut that weight.
And I got a question for him. I asked him what was his biggest weight that he came down from? Because because he was big as hell when we sparred him. But it's a discrepancy where people don't know where he walked around at. So let's get it out of the horse's mouth himself. What did he walk around at before he lost to get down to 134?
190.
Hay mucho comentario que se está diciendo del peso en lo que tú caminas. Y él le está preguntando cuánto tú pesabas cuando entraste a campamento. Porque la última vez que parece que hicieron trabajo, tú te veías grande, él decía. So, quiero saber en cuánto tú entraste en campamento de libra.
Bueno, cuando para campamento, yo entré 1.70.
By the time he got into training camp, he was down to 170.
Okay.
In an interview, Jay Prince said that he most likely 90% will be working with you in the next fight. How true is that? And what were those conversations like? I heard he talked with him, and how was that conversation?
Había una entrevista que se vio hablando de Jay Prince
que habló contigo y que parece que quizás hasta el 90% de posibilidades que tú y él van a trabajar juntos para la próxima pelea. Y cómo, y que él habló contigo y cómo fueron esas conversaciones.
Bueno, tuvimos un acercamiento, tuvimos una conversación ahí más o menos, pero o sea, no nada concreto, ningún detalle, ¿entiendes?
Nada profundo.
Exacto.
No. They got to meet each other. The first time they got to meet each other, and they had a chit chat, but it was with open-minded for the future. But there's nothing deep nothing details to be said that's going to happen anything right now. But so what does he think is next for him? ¿Qué tú piensas lo próximo para ti?
No sé, en realidad, yo lo que quiero es pelear porque me quedé con la gana.
He doesn't know, but he wants to fight because he was left out of the party. In other words, he wants to get his licks. How old is he now? Like 27, 26? ¿Cuántos años tú tienes ahorita, Edwin?
25.
25? Oh, shit, he a baby. That's what's up. Okay.
And how was the activity after? I'm pretty sure you guys seen Keyshawn in the hotel. Obviously, he had his altercation with Albright. What does he think about that situation? And that situation, yeah.
Bueno, está preguntando a mí que tuviste en las actividades después de la pelea en el hotel y entre toda la bulla que pasó entre Keyshawn Davis y Albright, que tú sabes que tuviste de eso. ¿Qué opinas?
Creo que están descontrolados, ¿me entiendes? Se está yendo muy a lo personal, está olvidando de que esto es un deporte. Algo en verdad que es vergonzoso, más en tu ciudad, ¿entiendes? Creo que debió haber un respeto hacia Albright y hacia su público, ¿me entiendes? Que son de ellos.
He believes that they're out of control, that it was very embarrassing. Embarrassing, especially in front of his own hometown people, and that there needed to be someone to rein this in and to at least give that order of what needs to be done, because it was definitely embarrassing.
Do you think that? Does he think that Keyshawn ducked him?
¿Tú crees que él te evitó a propósito, Keyshawn Davis?
Estaba asustado en realidad.
What do you say? That he was scary.
He was
for
scared.
real. He was scary. Hey, I got a question there. On that same note, then, do he think it's because you got to remember, I heard the interview. I sent it to you, Mill. I heard the interview. My son said that he hit the hardest. So telling my son said him and Tank Davis is the hardest hit he's ever been in the ring with. And I saw an interview where Shakur Stevenson said the same thing. Shakur Stevenson is very close with Keyshawn. Does he think that, the question is, does he think that the fight with Shakur Stevenson hurt his career because it made people really not want to fight him? Él estaba hablando que él le mandó una entrevista del Iber diciendo de que los dos peleadores que más duro le han pegado con él ha sido Tank Davis y tú. Y también salió que Shakur Stevenson también ha dicho que el más duro que le han pegado a él, usted tú. So, en ese aspecto, él te quiere preguntar si tú crees que esa fama de ser que pegue tan duro te ha perjudicado posiblemente a ti. En cuestión de ser pelea, ¿verdad? O como ahora que este tipo te evitó.
Ok, sí, tú sabes que me gustó cuando Brian Norman dijo eso, porque la gente está entendiendo en la posición que yo estoy, ¿entiendes? Y no es casualidad de yo tener 16 peleas y tener 14 knockouts, o sea, no es algo ficticio. ¿Entiendes? Creo que más se están llevando de que soy peligroso.
He appreciates that your son came out and said that, Norman Sr., because it's not a coincidence that he only has 16 fights with 14 knockouts. It's because he's got power, and that's just the truth of that.
It's good for people to understand what type of fighter I am.
No, but the question was, does he think that hurt his career? My son saying that and Shakur saying that, does he think it hurt him?
In the actual fight itself?
Right, it made people afraid to fight him.
Did it make Keyshawn afraid, you mean?
Right. People in general, like,
right.
I mean, ever since he fought Shakur, and Shakur had the performance he had, that we know Shakur can stand in the pocket, catch, roll, punch it. We know he can do it all, but with De Los Santos, he got the hell on. And then he came back and said that he hit the hardest. So, I mean, it got to be some kind of, you know what I'm saying? So, I want to say, go ahead. So, en totalidad, ¿tú crees que con esos comentarios que han hecho estos otros peleadores, te perjudicó este sábado de que quizás no quiso pelear contigo, porque quizás eso se le metió en el oído a él, o en general contra otros peleadores que quizás no quieran pelear contigo?
Yo diría que no tanto los peleadores, o sea, mayormente son los manejadores y promotores que no quieren arriesgar sus peleadores, porque el boxeador nunca tiene miedo de enfrentarse a nadie, ¿entiendes? Yo lo digo por experiencia. A mí me dicen, te vamos a echar con Canelo, vamos a pelear con Canelo. Yo no tengo ¿entiendes? No tengo problema. Pero para eso está el equipo. La pelea con Keyshawn Davis no se dio por mi equipo, porque yo lo dije públicamente, porque yo voy a pelear, porque yo quiero el título. Yo no te voy a traer el dinero, y se lo demostré, ¿entiendes? Hicieron, y yo no acepté, ¿me entiendes? El dinero, mi salud, ¿me entiendes? Y mi equipo, que trabajamos bien.
Pero para añadirle a la pregunta de Norman, sí, para añadir un poquito.
But say what he said in English before. No, but it's hard sometimes because it's so much.
He says that it's normally the promoters who become cautious of who they're gonna make them fight with and whatnot. That fighters normally are not timid to want to fight anybody. In his case, you tell him, hey, you're gonna fight Canelo? I'm gonna fight Canelo. Right. But I wanted to add another little add to that. Pero en este caso fue el equipo de Keyshawn.
He was saying something about that he was wanted to fight. He said he wanted to fight. That his people, just said that he wasn't going to fight, but he wanted to fight. That's what he said.
Oh, he wanted to fight Keyshawn.
He wanted to fight Keyshawn. Yeah, but that's what. Like, pay attention to what he's saying, because he's saying that he.
Words matter.
Yeah, words matter. Fuck what. This shit's way more important. Nah, don't add the caviar. Fuck the caviar. Just get it that. Because no, I know, but what's important is the answers. You know what I mean? Because a lot, like, for instance, Matias wants to do an interview with me straight Spanish, because the interpreter never really says what he says. So we got to give the benefit of the doubt to our Latinos for that, at least, because it's not fair. It's not fair to them, and it's not fair to the consumer. You know?
Yeah, because each word matter, and the way you say it matter. Because if I tell you to shut up, and if I tell you to be quiet, or if I tell you to shut the fuck up, those are two different things.
And he said he did specifically.
He said that he wanted to fight, regardless of what it was. He wanted to fight. I wanted to ask him a topic. So then, does he think that it was the promoters of Keyshawn Davis that they want to fight, or was it Keyshawn Davis who didn't want this fight. Now, I wanted to add that out so I could bring it all together. So sabemos que tú querías la pelea, obligado, ser por lo que tú querías la pelea. Pero mi pregunta que quería añadirle a eso era, si tú piensas que eran los promotores y el equipo de Keyshawn Davis que no quería hacer la pelea contigo, o era Keyshawn Davis, el peleador, que no quería hacer la pelea contigo.
Yo creo que era él que no quería la pelea. ¿Sabe por qué? Porque lo que pasó en la conferencia de prensa cuando él me empujó fue para que la pelea se cayera porque yo le iba a tirar, ¿entiendes? A él empujarme, él quería que yo reaccionara de una forma para que se canceló la pelea porque se formó una pelea callejera, ¿entiendes?
Okay. All right, so we already said he wanted to fight regardless of the facts. So then I asked him, so who does he think didn't want the fight? Was it Keyshawn's promoter? Was it his team? Or was it Keyshawn Davis, the fighter, that did not want the fight? His response to that is he believes it was Keyshawn Davis who did not want the fight. If you go look back at the press conference, he believes that the reason Keyshawn Davis pushed him was to try to provoke him to snuff him back so that he could get out of the fight by having a cancellation. And that didn't happen. And that's how he saw that. So he believes it was Keyshawn Davis, not the team, but Keyshawn Davis, the fighter, who wanted to duck the fight. With Edwin De Los Santos. La Granada.
La Granada. So
Granada, the grenade, right? Yeah, the grenade. We're gonna teach us some Spanish, Norman. I promise you that. I mean, Granada literally spells grenade. So that's where he's at with that. Those are his thoughts as to why this fight did not happen on Saturday. You know, he just believes that Keyshawn Davis didn't want to make this fight.
Do you feel like he was do you feel like Keyshawn was surprised when he grabbed his belt? Like, because I know he grabbed his belt, there was a hesitation to the push.
¿Tú crees que cuando tú le agarraste el cinturón del campeonato, él se sorprendió porque como que se aguantó en pensar en querer empujarte? No lo hizo inmediatamente, como que lo estuvo pensando cuando tú le agarraste el cinturón del campeonato.
Mira, cuando estábamos cara a cara, yo le noté el nervio en los ojos. Y cuando yo agarro el cinturón, él reaccionó de esa forma por los nervios, ¿entiendes? Fue los nervios que lo puso a reaccionar. Es algo como cuando tú tienes a alguien acorralado, que ya es tirar a defenderse, entonces se sentía así.
He said that when they first initially did that face-off, he saw fear in his eyes. He saw that he felt like he was like corralled, and it was his nerves that had him reacting the way he did. And that's how he felt. That's how he felt the energy from Keyshawn Davis. Let me. You know what I'm saying? What he said? Yep. I got to chime in on that real quick, because this is something I know for a fact. If you ever look at, I always fuck with him. I call him the bodyguard of top ranked white boy. Always got the hat on, got the beard, the full beard. He always walk around like you're ready for action. You was him in all the face-off. It was somebody that grabbed the glove, and it was the shit just started a couple of months ago. Who that first person that grabbed somebody's belt? I mean, grabbed the belt, not the glove. Somebody did it the first, and then I'm telling you, from that point on, like when my son and what's his name was finna reach for the belt with he fought Derek Quavaz, my man was there, and they was trying to be more strict on the rules about doing that, and it just was. I was like, damn. When I saw them allow him to even reach and do that, they didn't even say that. You feel what I'm saying? So that was kind of confusing to me, because I know for a fact they had changed the rules. They didn't want no touching. They didn't want you to be that close. Like they was being real strict on that shit because they didn't want to fight. Wasn't that Shakur who did that to Harry?
Yeah.
No, somebody just did it recently and they got into it. Somebody just did it like within a few months ago, this year. I can't recall. Somebody at top right, they just did it.
My question to Edwin is, would he try to fight Keyshawn again? And if so, would he do it at 140?
That's the question.
Yeah.
Edwin, si se te presenta la oportunidad para pelear con Keyshawn Davis otra vez, o si te gustaría pelear con él, ¿en qué peso sería? ¿En la 140? 135?
If he can't make it, if he can't make 140. I mean, if he can't make 135.
So, ¿en qué peso tú estarías dispuesto en subir a 140 para pelear con él?
Mira, después de eso que pasó, creo que no, ¿cómo te digo? Keyshawn lo vienen inflando. Entonces creo que eso que pasó es una falta de respeto al boxeo, a los fanáticos y a mí como peleador, ¿me entiendes? Que es algo que yo diría que ahora el que tiene que andar buscándome sería él.
He said after everything that happened, was him who embarrassed boxing. It was him who embarrassed the city. And if there's anyone who needs to look for somebody, it's him having to look for him.
Yeah, I agree with that. And then you don't want to take the chance. There's like a Shakur going after, and this, of course, I don't drop those shots at nobody. There's like a Shakur trying to fight Schofield again. You know what
he
I'm
did
saying?
say, and in his words, he's saying that Keyshawn Davis is someone who they've been hyping up for a while. They've been hyping him up. And then with everything that just happened, it was just total unprofessionalism, embarrassment to boxing, and to him, and to himself.
You won't want to go through that again.
And to himself. So, if anybody needs to look for somebody for a fight, it's Keyshawn who needs to look for somebody to look for him or for anyone else to want to fight.
So ask him if Keyshawn asked him to fight again, would he fight?
Bueno, ahora que dijiste que es el que tiene que pedir la pelea, si él te la pide, ¿tú se la das?
Sí.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
En New York.
In New York.
In NYC.
In New York. Oh, not in Norfolk. Yeah, not that bullshit, right?
Tell me why New York. Dile.
¿Por qué Nueva York?
En Nueva York, ¿sabes qué? ¿Cómo te digo? En Virginia, él se creyó un embajador y hizo muchas cosas, ¿me entiendes? En Nueva York tiene que andar por las reglas, porque en Nueva York mando yo.
Toma.
Because a fight again in Virginia, he was acting like he was the ambassador and he was doing a lot of shit. But in New York City, he's going to have to do things by the book because in New York, he runs it.
Oh, shit. He said that this city.
He did. And he didn't add no adobo or sazon to it. That's exactly what he said. For real. When's the last time he fought in New York?
¿Cuándo fue la última vez que peleaste en Nueva York?
No he peleado en Nueva York, pero peleé en Jersey City.
He hasn't fought in New York yet, but he's fought in Jersey City.
La mayoría de los fanáticos que tengo son de Nueva York, casi la mayoría.
And that all them fans, he's never fought in New York, but that all his fans are in New York City.
So he needs a homecoming fight then.
My question to him is, right? Does he think he's one of the more popular Dominican fighters today?
¿Tú te crees que tú eres uno de los peleadores más populares de la República Dominicana?
Creo que así me están catalogando en realidad.
He believes that's how they're categorizing him.
Yeah.
I believe it.
High level fighters.
Yeah, well, got him. The only Dominican fighter that's popular right now is him, Polanco, is Carlos Adames. Is he Dominican? Yeah. Carlos Adames, Edwin De Los Santos, Polanco, Abuelo. I thought he was Puerto Rican. Abuelo is Dominican. Yeah, he's Dominican. Okay. Well, yeah, he's definitely one of the most popular guys. And so is Matias. That's what I'm saying. Matias is he's not Puerto Rican. He's half and half. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he is miti. That's true.
What you is, Neil? Puerto Rican?
Boricua.
Y dominicano ahora.
Nah, I've been with a lot of Dominicans though. Yeah, man, this is a shame, man. I wish that we got to see that fight. Oh, what he thinks about Abdullah Mason?
Bueno, ¿qué tú piensas de Abdullah Mason?
Porque he can make 135 for Abdullah Mason, pero para ti no.
Él dice que tú piensas de Abdullah Mason, pero él puede hacer 135 para quizá, pero para ti no.
Para mí tiene mucho potencial Abdullah Mason. Me gusta su estilo. Y me sorprendió que le ofrecieron la pelea, o sea, la oportunidad para pelear por el título conmigo y su equipo la rechazó, o sea, no él, que es lo que yo mencioné ahorita.
Yeah. He's very fond of Abdullah Mason. Thinks he's a great talent. He likes his style. What did surprise him though was that he was offered the title fight with De Los Santos, but it was his team that rejected the fight. Kind of like what he was saying before, that sometimes it's the team that doesn't want the fight and not the fighter. And so in this case, it was Abdullah Mason's team that rejected the title fight with him.
Wow. So you guys, in Norfolk, they offered Abdullah Mason that fight to replace Keyshawn.
Yes.
That's breaking news. That's breaking news. That's breaking news. That's breaking news. Wow. What? How does he feel about that?
¿Cómo tú te sientes de eso que rechazaron la pelea?
Creo que fue algo bien inteligente.
He believes it was a very intelligent move.
Why?
It is because he didn't train for him. It's a lot to go into that.
Yeah.
¿Por qué tú crees que fue inteligente la decisión?
Good answer. Good answer, senior.
Él es uno de los mejores rankeados y el título queda vacante. A él es que le van a dar la oportunidad porque él es del electoral.
So he believes because he's highly ranked and the title's now vacant, they already know that he's going to be coming up for that fight, and it won't be with him, right? It'll be to my understanding, it'll be with number one Noakes.
So,
yeah, so that's why he believes it's a smart move because it had been with him. Si tú piensas que tú peleabas con este chamaquito, ¿cómo?
Yeah, how would that?
Todo el mundo sabe que todavía le falta para esta magnitud.
So I asked him, how would that fight would have turned out had Mason accepted the fight? And he said he's, in other words, he's still green. He's still not ready for this magnitude.
He said everybody knows that. Right.
Like I said, he was training. You know, when you're in a training camp, you look at, man, you know, if you doing it, I'm sure his father, you know, is a great coach or whatever. You doing your intense, you know, preparations. You looking at this person, what he does here, what he does there, and you're practicing for that, and you're looking for that, and then you got a southpaw now. That was definitely a good move not to take that fight. That was definitely a good move. But doesn't that go both ways? It does. You know what I mean? Absolutely. It absolutely goes both ways, but it goes both ways. But then you got to think at the same time, like she said, Abdullah is green, and when you take green, it's not an offensive term. It's just you're young in the game. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Yeah, you're young in the game. So like, how is he going? He wasn't an Olympian. You know, he didn't have that kind of, you know, worldwide experience. Like, how is he going to adjust to it? So, from a business standpoint, I think it was, you know, smart of them to just stick to the script and go ahead and do what he do. You know what I'm saying? Showcase his talent against a step-up fight like Ophelia, as opposed to fighting for a title on a one-day notice. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think it was a good decision by the team.
100%. 100%. Man, oh man. And you don't have no idea when you're gonna be fighting next?
Y tú no tienes ninguna idea cuándo vas a pelear de nuevo. That shit frustrating.
Segura, Julio 12.
Uh-huh.
July 12th.
For sure, July 12th. He's gonna come back. Who we got?
Is that?
¿Quién tú tienes?
Todavía me están haciendo la movida. O puede ser Julio 19.
He said they're still discussing who's it gonna be, but if it doesn't end up being July 12th, it'll be July 19th. If it's just a keep alive fight, it's not gonna be that significant, right? People like, look, keep alive. He doesn't know that's right. He said he doesn't even know who they don't. He doesn't have a name yet. That's what I'm saying. It's probably gonna be a business fight if they're gonna give them that fight on short notice. It's probably not gonna be a. ¿Tú piensas que va a ser un nombre grande o alguien con más para mantenerte ocupado?
Yo siempre pido nombres grandes.
You always ask for big names. Oh shit! You want to come back?
Is that the Manny Pacquiao fight? Is that the Manny versus Barrio card?
That would make sense. PBC.
Esa es la carta.
Yeah. That would make sense. Yeah. Damn, well, I didn't even think about it. That would definitely make sense.
La Granada.
¿Tú sabes qué, Edwin? Yo pienso que fue una bendición todo total a ti.
Sí, muchas personas dicen lo mismo.
Porque yo te voy a ser sincero. Tú no te viste bien en ese peso, como que la tumbaste mucho rápido y no te viste fuerte. Yo creo que ahora con el tiempo que te van a dar, es que ahora tú ahora te puedes llenar bien en la 135 y hacer el peso bien fuerte, ¿me entiendes?
Exacto, sabes que vengo de una inactividad, ¿entiendes? Que yo no podía ni siquiera hacer ejercicio.
Exacto.
Entonces, luego que empiezo, ¿entiendes? Tengo que trabajar por ese peso. No, o sea, no había excusa porque trabajé fuerte en realidad. Pero fue algo, ¿me entiendes? Que tuve que trabajar rápido.
Te estaba derritiendo lo que estaba haciendo, derritiendo la cita.
Tuve que trabajar rápido.
Well,
I asked him, I told him, you know what, I believe this was all a blessing for him. Because he to be honest, I told you, to be honest, he didn't look good on the scales. He looked really, really, really thin. And he didn't look strong. So I think this time down before this next fight, now that he's put in the work to go down, now he can at least throw his 135 frame the way he normally is. And he said that, you know, due to the inactivity because of the health issues, he couldn't even do any gym work. So when he did come into camp, this was just everything real quick, just to
fat camp.
You know, to fat camp. He had to, you know, basically he had to just work hard. He did, but it was primarily of losing weight.
I like it.
And that many people have told him the same.
Right, of that situation, yeah, because people were thinking, hey, do you move up to 140 because of that, or is it that it was a bad camp, it was a bad weight cut?
Se habrá hecho la pregunta que si, porque como te viste el viernes empezándote, si era posible de que te iba a mover para arriba para 140 libras, o si era porque era por el entrenamiento en el poco tiempo que tuviste que te viste como te viste.
La cortaba estaba mala.
O sea, es como te expliqué, tuve que cortar rápido peso. Entonces, ¿sabes? Que es algo que ya al último momento tiene que deshidratarte, ¿entiendes? Para hacerlo lo más pronto posible. Pero todavía estamos cómodos en 135, que incluso 5 días antes
ya yo estaba cerca del peso.
Yeah, he said he feels still strong to be at 135. It was just a fast weight cut. But even still, just the week before, he was just a few pounds off from making weight.
Mm.
You talking about who was Keyshawn or he was? No, he was. Okay, because I was that was another question. I mean, it ain't even a question. It was just a fact that we pointed out. I think Keyshawn did something, said he was 146 pounds like a week before. And how did you only lose, 5 pounds? 6 pounds? Something like that. What do you weigh in there? 139? 139.3. I had 139, 139.9. Let me ask him that in itself. Él está preguntando que quizás en una semana anteriormente pesaba 146. 6.1 pounds. Y que le tuvo al jaro de que no pudo rebajar las 4 o 5 libras, pero era 139.3 o 139.9 que pesó Keyshawn Davis.
139.3.
Era el punto 3. It was 139. It was 139.3. So it was 4.3 pounds off.
Eso, incluso el día antes, sabe que ponen la pesa oficial para uno chequearse.
Yeah.
El día antes del pesaje, temprano, él fue a pesarse y yo estaba llenando los papeles de la licencia.
Uh-huh.
Cuando él entró. Y él pesó 139.5 un día antes.
So, the day before, they had put out the official scales before the day of the weigh-in, and he was in the office filling out the commission licensing, and Keyshawn Davis had came in and got on the scale, and we got on the scale, he was 139.5.
Entonces, no quiere
decir 139.5. Yeah.
139.5 y no me va a decir a mí que un día completo no va a bajar de peso, ¿entiendes? O sea, que no hizo sacrificio para eso. Él fue a pelear en 140.
He came in, he believes that it's just, it made no sense, it's impossible. He just didn't want to cut the weight. He wanted to fight at 140. Yeah, he did. Hey, I want to make this point to, I know some of the people in the chat that don't know boxing and know how we lose or how they lose weight or whatever the case may be. So we're going to get a real fighter besides myself. I'm going to get to tell y'all, let y'all know. Ask De Los Santos how many pounds, what's the most pounds he ever lost in one day. Para que la gente que tenga ahí en el chat mirando y hablando, ¿verdad? Él quiere de la boca tuya. ¿Cuántas libras máximo tú has rebajado en un día para poder ser el peso? Para que ellos entiendan el sacrificio.
En un día yo bajé hasta 8 libras.
8 pounds.
And in one day he lost 8 pounds. 8 pounds, people. 8 pounds. Because it's all water weight. It's all hydration. That's why when you see a real fighter working out, it's like they pouring buckets of fucking sweat. So I know people think that's impossible. It's not impossible. So Keyshawn Davis been fighting all of his life. He came in at 139.5 the day before the weigh-in, and all he had to lose was fucking 4 pounds, 4.5 pounds. He didn't try to make that weight.
Keyshawn,
he didn't try at all.
Keyshawn is gay stomach.
That shit that he's gay in the stomach. Oye, te puedo
God.
¿Tú crees que el gerente el trainer del Romac tenía mucho que ver con esto?
No. Mira, somos profesionales. Tú sabes lo que tú tienes que hacer. Tu entrenador está para llevarte, a enseñarte, pero tú tienes tu responsabilidad tú, porque tú sabes qué tú necesitas y qué tú prefieres, qué es lo que tú, ¿cómo decirte?
Tú sabes las opciones.
¿Qué es el trabajo que tú tienes que hacer adecuadamente?
Un poquito más que encima, pero ¿tú crees que Bomax sabía que él no iba a hacer peso?
Sí, toditos estaban de acuerdo, toditos sabían.
I asked him, does he think Bomac had anything to do with this? Because, did he know? And his first response initially is that, look, you as a fighter, you know what you got to do. And that's why you got a team to help you get to where you got to get to. I rebutted that with, but do you think that Bomac had anything to do with, or did he know that he was not going to make weight? He said they all knew that he wasn't going to make weight. I got to chime in again real quick. He's absolutely right about the team and what they do, what they know, because we're concerned with that, where you at. We're looking over your shoulder. But at the same time, we cannot make the fighter do. We can't make the fighter do the shit. We can only advise. We can only tell them. We can only try to get what they say. You can leave them water, but you can't make them drink.
Charges on the bed.
We can't make them do nothing though. But Bomac did act surprised. Yeah, right. Because he acts surprised. My thing would be you expect your fighter to do certain things. You know where you are. You know what I'm saying? Like when I talk to B, like he in his room, I'm in my room. We talk, where you at? You tell me where you at. All right, what we gonna do? We gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. Then now when it's time to actually make their weight, I'm standing over his back. You know what I'm saying? But if the fighter pulls some shit like I got it, I'm gonna wait, and he lie to you, what the fuck you gonna do? I don't. I mean, that's questionable. I do believe, you know what I'm saying? They saw the weight, but they knew it for a fact that he could probably make the weight. That's why Bomac was surprised. Like, how the fuck are you the same weight that we was just looking at? I mean, you ain't even tried. But Bomac ain't gonna tell that, of course, because that's his language. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, I mean, we can't make a fighter do it when you want, when you don't want to do it. All you can do is advise. That's it. Le dije que para mí el equipo sabía, Bomac sabía que no iba a hacer peso, pero él piensa más que era que Bomac se dejó llevar, que Keyshawn estaban aquí diciendo sí, que yo lo tengo y que tú no puedes, tú puedes poner el balde de agua al caballo ahí, pero no puedes hacer que eso lo coma. Pero ese es el pensamiento de él. Yo no estoy en eso. Exacto. Mira, Chelo y yo trabajamos de esa manera. Chelo no está arriba de mí chequeando mi peso. Porque, como te digo, somos profesionales. Nosotros sabemos lo que Chelo me da el entrenamiento para prepararme. Yo tengo que llevar mi control de peso. Chelo no me puede dar la comida en la boca, no puede darme el agua en la boca. Yo debo saber lo que debo comer. ¿Entiendes? He kind of agrees with you there, Norman, because he says him and Coach Cello, they kind of work the same. Like, he's not on top of them. This is what you got to eat. This is what you got to drink. This is what you got to do. They have their communication, and he just tells them what's up, where he's at. But he knows that it's up to him that he needs to do what he's got to do. Right. Exactly.
Thoughts on Raymond Morataya being the new IBF champion now that Lomachenko is now retired?
Tu pensamiento que ahora que se retiró Lomachenko y que la IBF se hizo vacante y ahora lo subieron a Raymond Morataya como campeón completo de la 135. ¿Qué tú piensas de eso? Bueno, yo me sentí un poco triste, ¿entiendes? Porque Lomachenko es uno de mis peleadores que siempre yo he venido mirando desde el profesional y no quería que se retirara por lo menos sin darme una pelea. Pero creo que no tuvo mal la decisión de darle el título como campeón, ¿entiendes? Porque él peleó por un interino. At first, the initial news of Lomachenko retiring, he was saddened because it's one of those fighters that he grew up watching. And he was sad, and also because he wished before he retired he would have gotten a fight with Lomachenko. That said, as far as Murataya becoming now the elevated champion, he's well earned it because he fought for an interim belt, and so he's happy for him in that regards.
I like it. Anything else, guys? You guys have anything else to ask him?
What what route is he looking to take? If you're looking to take IBL, WBO, I know he was giving them that shot. You know what I'm saying? We know how that worked, but he's been inactive for 2 years, so they probably don't have him active really anywhere. So what route is he looking to take towards, I mean, or retire or what? ¿Quieres saber cuál es la ruta tuya de federación que vas a seguir para llegar a un título? ¿Va a ser la WBC, la ABF? ¿Qué ruta tú piensas coger para llegar al título después de tanto tiempo no estando activo? Bueno, en realidad me he sentido muy agradecido con el WBC y el WBO que me han dado, ¿entiendes?, la oportunidad de pelear por su organismo. Y yo no tengo, o sea, como de que preferencia de organismo, ¿entiendes? Okay. Que me dé la oportunidad de pelear su título, pues voy agradecido, ¿entiendes? He's very appreciative of WBC and the WBO because they're the ones who have given him the opportunity to fight for belts. But that said, he doesn't have a preference to which one of the sanctioning bodies, to whichever gives him the opportunity, that's the one he's gonna grab. He doesn't have a preference.
Shit, I look like the firefight might be Tank and De Los Santos after Lamont Roach. Shit.
Oh damn, De Los Santos.
Oh, here we go.
He's gonna fight Teo.
Here we go.
Listen.
They were gonna fight. At one point in time, they were talking about it.
He's been talking about fighting everybody. He was talking about fighting Teo. He was talking about fighting Devin. He was talking about fighting everybody you can name it. I'm not shooting shit at Tank.
No, they even asked. No, but they asked De Los Santos's camp if they're willing to take that fight.
And I'm sure they say yes.
Yeah.
And what happened?
I believe you gotta ask De Los Santos. I think they chose Roach.
De Los Santos, el equipo de Tank Davis te ofrecieron la pelea en algún momento y nosotros acá estamos pensando que de seguro tú dijiste que sí. So, ¿qué pasó con eso? ¿Qué pasó que no se sucedió? No, era. Cuando se anunció, no recuerdo que estaban buscando oponentes, bastante. Habían 4 oponentes. De los 4 oponentes, quedaban 2, porque habían sacado 2. Quedaban Lemon Rose y yo. Y él prefirió irse con Lemon Rose. Yo estaba disponible para pelear. Okay, so at one point in time before this last Roach fight, Team Tank were looking for opponents. They came up with 4 names. Out of those 4 names, 2 got eliminated. Out of then that, the 2 last remaining was Laurent Roach and La Granada De Los Santos. And they chose Lamont Roach over the real 135-pound De Los Santos. Again, like I said, he would have fought the fight, but that don't mean they were looking for that fight. But it is good that he deals with PBC, so they could possibly make it happen. But we shall see.
How does it feel when people say, I thought that De Los Santos was still gonna fight Keyshawn Davis?
What you mean, like he didn't take the fight? Or?
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are saying that. I can't believe De Los Santos still didn't take the fight. What was that?
¿Cómo tú te sientes gente pensando que tú no quisiste la pelea con Keyshawn Davis? Hay 2 tipos de, o sea, no 2 tipos, hay varios tipos de fanáticos. Hay fanáticos que son entendedores del boxeo y hay fanáticos que son fanáticos de la pelea. ¿Entiendes? El que sabe de boxeo, fanático que sabe de boxeo, entiende de que es una ventaja sumamente grande 4 libras. El que sabe de boxeo, ¿entiendes? Y, ¿qué te digo? Yo estaba dispuesto a pelear. pero tengo un equipo. Y fue tu equipo que entre todos hicieron esa decisión. Nosotros sabemos que no vinimos por el dinero, vinimos por la oportunidad del título, pero no podemos dar esa ventaja porque vimos como que fue con intención. ¿Entiendes? He said there's two types of fans out there. You got, what we call in English the casual fan, and then you got us hardcore pugilists that we understand, the ins and outs of boxing, and that we, and so those who do know understand that 4 pounds is a lot to overcome at this level, and that he did not come for the opportunity of the money. They came for the opportunity to win a belt. That 4 pounds is a lot to overcome. And as a team, they decided it was best not to take the fight. But he wanted the fight, but it was a team decision.
Does he have any last minute words to tell his fans?
¿Tiene alguna última palabra a decirle a los fanáticos de la Granada? Que volvemos pronto, pero a pelear. His last words is, we'll be back soon.
July 9th or July what? What were the actual dates again? One more time.
July 12th, he said. July 12th. Julio 12 o el 19, ¿verdad? Yeah.
Of July.
July 12th or the 19th of July.
You guys can expect De Los Santos back. Well, gracias por venir. Y tú sabes. Gaino. Ajá, gracias.
Estamos, de nuevo, hermanito, muchas bendiciones. Me alegro que todo sucedió como tú sabes que Dios pone las cosas como son y cayeron para tu bien. En contra de toda la batalla que estaba en contra de ti esa noche, ustedes salieron bien. Apoyo a tu equipo y todo el mundo detrás de ti. Wait, where is he training at? Is he still in Salas or is he somewhere else? Or in New York? ¿Dónde estás entrenando? Dice Norman, ¿con Salas o en Nueva York? Yo no entreno en Salas. Yo entreno en PA y Nueva York, los dos.
New York and PA.
Pennsylvania?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Bueno, hermanito, is that all we got for Edwin?
Yeah, that's it.
Hermanito, muchas bendiciones, sigue para adelante y para adelante, con orgullo, ¿ok? Somos boricuas, pero tenemos amor por nuestro dominicano, ¿me entiendes?
Dominicano. Suave. Smash that like button, y'all. Got my man Tiger Johnson's coaches here as well. He did it. I'm gonna tap him in real quick. And then we can end the live. Definitely a great live. Shout out to Edwin De Los Santos for tapping in with us. Shout out to HLD and my man Brian Norman Sr. What's going on?
What's up, dog? What's up, my G? How you doing? What up, really?
What's up, man? We just had your fighter on earlier.
T Gray?
Yeah, he out here eating chicken and chicken and mac and cheese right now. That's what he's on.
And T Gray. Hey, no me enseñé Spanish way la Granada. No. What do you say about Spanish? What is that? Hey, I'm saying that Coach Weber just said El Tigre, that's the tiger. And
Smash the like button, y'all. Subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel yet. It's your boy Mills from Mill City Box, home of the high level pro boxing media, the fighters and trainers channel, and most importantly, the people's channel. And we all know that we have the new IBF champion now. Now that Lomachenko has now retired, we have Raymond Morataya as the new IBF champion. Salute to everyone that's tapping in as well. Definitely had a great live. Salute to everybody. We had over 116 people on the YouTube channel. Salute to y'all. El Abusador, what's going on? Frank Vocals, what's going on? Tyden Johnson, what's going on? Salute to you. Yo, Frank, I talked to Term. He said we on. What's going on, Coach, man?
Yeah, I don't know what the heck just happened.
IG be hating sometimes.
Mm.
What's going on, man? How was Norfolk, man?
Um,
Great performance, man.
Yeah, good performance. He boxed good.
Yeah, he boxed good. He boxed good. Tell me, I seen you very animated in the corner. You seen your little highlights, right? You seen your little highlight, yo, bro. You funny is oh hell. You like, yo, listen.
I ain't really seen no highlights of nothing. I ain't really been. You gotta send them to me.
I gotta send it to you. Yo, you're so animated in the corner.
Yeah,
With instructions.
I feel like I was a little emotional, you know. So I feel like it's more passion than anything, right? Because I still got that fire in me. So when I see weakness, like I just want them to go get it. You know what I'm saying? So it was more passion than anything. But I feel like I put a little emotion into it. So I feel like moving forward, I gotta stay cool. I gotta stay calm. I gotta stay relaxed. But you know, I'm 37 years old, man. I'm growing. It's part of it, you know.
100%. He grades himself a B. What do you grade his performance?
Um, a B. A B. He boxed smart. He boxed well. He stayed sharp. You know, he was a big puncher. You know what I'm saying? So just he did what he's supposed to do. Boxing the victory. Didn't fall into what the crowd wanted and just got the dub.
What are some of the things that you would have liked to see him do? He was also saying that he was a dirty fighter. Brian Norman Sr. came in on here on notice saying that he is also a dirty fighter. Brian Norman was, Tiger was actually saying that he was kind of like following through with the elbows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What advice do you give your fighter next time along going against a style like that?
Shit, man, just match the energy. Fuck it.
Match it.
You know, you gotta just because at the end of the day, right? If you tell the ref, hey, he throwing an elbow, he throw another one. Ref don't say no throw. Then you got I might throw some real lower belt line. You know what I'm saying? Or start punching them on the head. I'm matching energy. You know what I'm saying? You know, just box safe and shit, match the energy. Just do what you gotta do. You know, at the end of the day, it's fight shit.
True, man. Speaking of energy, lots of energy in Norfolk that night. What's your thoughts on everything that has happened? Abdullah Mason, obviously great performance, and then also, some drama at the end with Keyshawn and Albright.
I mean, you know, at the end of the day, man, everybody young, everybody learning and growing every day, man. You know, mistakes happen. You know, it's people in the world who make way worse mistakes. It's people who murder people. You know what I'm saying? It's just a mistake, man. It ain't like they young kids, man. They just you live and you learn. You know, you go back. You know, think about what happened, learn from what happened, and then you become a better human being at the end of the day and continue on with your career. You know,
Right.
You know, ask God for forgiveness and move on. Because at the end of the day, that's the only person that's the I lose that person. God is the only opinion that count in the grand scheme of things. You know, as long as you try your best to be better and become a better person, that's all that matters, man. You know, he's young, he got all the talent in the world. All three of the brothers, so they'll move forward and they'll be okay.
Right. I agree. Abdullah Mason's performance, another guy from your area.
Hey, that kid's special, man. That kid is special. He been special though, like that since he was a little kid, man. I remember the first time I flew home, having to be at a local fight show, and I seen the fight for the first time. I had to ask my childhood coach, I'm like, who this? He was like, his name Abdul. And I was like, yeah, he's special, man. He cold blooded.
Yeah, definitely has a high ceiling. Um, you see him in a title shot in his next bout.
Um, I mean, he's the number two.
Yeah, I can see number one and number two go at it.
Yeah, you know, I think the belt faking, he the number two, so why not?
Mm-hmm. How does he fare shake with like all these other guys? You got the Tanks, you got the Shakurs, you got Raymond Morataya because Lomachenko has vacated the belt because of he retired.
I think he's talented enough to compete with anybody on any level. You know, I think he got the goods.
Um, do you feel like it was a good move not go jumping into the De Los Santos title shot and replacing Keyshawn for that, or do you feel like you didn't train for De Los Santos, so you don't go and jump into it?
Yeah, no, you. Why would you? It's not like De Los Santos is like just some. You know what I'm saying? That's De Los Santos. That's you need to go into cap with the right sparring partners, perfecting the right game plan. You know what I'm saying? You have to study your opponent. You got to make certain things a habit. You know what I'm saying? You got to be. I feel like once you get to that level, each camp got to be tailor made for each that opponent. So that was the perfect move. Like, why would you? That made zero sense. That would have been a dangerous move. You know?
Very dangerous, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
and
was a smart. Yeah.
yeah,
Stay away from that.
yeah, people would have been looking at it like, "Yo, Prince." They would have been like, "Yo, what you doing? What kind of
Yeah.
move was that?"
Yeah, no. So I think that was smart. You know, he went in there, handled business with the person he trained for, and now we move on to see what's next. And hopefully that's a world title for him. I love to see him get a world title and bring one back to the city of Cleveland.
Um, we had Tiger on earlier, and you know he's getting this stigma that he feels like he's not getting his just dues. He feels like he has a great resume in his pro career, and you know he feels like he's not getting that. Why do you feel like he's is it the age? Why you feel like you have your fighter that you know is so intrigued by what everyone has to say right now?
Um, you know, it's 2025 at the end of the day. So you know, most of these kids, you know, they pay attention to the internet. You know, but at the end of the day, it don't bother him. You know what I'm saying? Of course, he just like we just understand the reality of things. Like we know the competition that we've been facing. You know, we know our resume, and we know we, that we his work is being underappreciated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We feel like his
that's what
work
I'm
being
getting.
underappreciated, but at the end of the day, our job is just to win the world title and shock the world. You know, at the end of the day, it's everybody love an underdog story.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody love an underdog story, man. We from Cleveland, Ohio. We come from nothing, so we used to this. We always the underdog. Nobody count on us, so we gonna shock the world at the end of the day. Like I don't give a fuck what they's talking about. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. But we just got to be great and win every night. That's our job, and that's the mission. That's all I'm really worried about.
Tiger likes the WBO route. What do you think about that route per se? You know, Tiger and Brian Norman.
I love it. I love it. I love the matchup. I feel like that stylistically, that's a great matchup and something that we would love a chance at. A chance to share the ring with them and have a shot at that title.
Polanco is another guy.
Yeah.
Polanco's also on that line, that list. And um, you know, when I talked to Tiger about it, I mean, he's really excited for that fight. Like,
Yeah.
what do you think about those styles per se as well?
It's, I don't whoever. At the end of the day, man, I feel like Tiger got the skills to adjust and adapt and beat everybody in the division. So it really don't matter who they throw at us at this point. We'll be ready.
Hmm. Yeah, I like it. I like this.
You feel me? Because at the end of the day, we see what this is. So we got to do it with great performances. You know what I'm saying? We gonna have to do it with the big fights. They not walking us into no world titles. You know what I'm saying? We got to go get this shit out the mud. So we got to fight for it. You know what I'm saying? So everybody in the division, that you got to go. You know, we got to prepare, we got to train, and we got to be ready to win. Because you know, if you pay attention, you can see how certain people's careers is being driven and being. We've been fighting for our life for every motherfucking fight. So we know we're gonna be one of the. It's gonna be one of the careers that we got to do it with hard work. So let's go.
Who were you standing off with there? Like another coach? Was that the Boca Chica's pops or something like that? Who was that?
Yeah, that was his dad, man.
Oh, okay.
That was his father,
That
man.
was fun. That was funny.
It was.
You stepped
So
you stepped up. He was like, that was funny. That was funny. Man. These fights up in June, man, are gonna be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of these fights are gonna be good. July as well, man. I'm liking
What
that.
we got going? What we got going in July?
Oh, Brian Norman Sr. said that his pops is on some bullshit.
Man, hey, dude be tripping though, bruh. I don't know what he thought it was though. Took us, me and you could go right now, huh? All right. Hey, we got with it. What's going on, bro? And I gotta give props to you real quick, props off. I'm gonna give props on the patch, and I heard you in the corner. I heard everything you was saying. Everything you saying was absolutely correct. What's I say? You hear what I'm saying? So I got to give props to you on the patch and with the guy, because as if you ever seen me, I got the same type of passion. You know, yeah. For what we trying to do too. So I just want to give you props on that. You know what I'm saying? You definitely know what you're talking about. You definitely know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So I just give you props. And Boca Chica pops was some bullshit, so I already know how that went. As soon as you walked up, I think it race out to shake your hands. I already know what was up with that. And like, why you want to call me out to fight? Like, I done retired. I don't want to fight nobody. It's like, me and you, all right, bet. Cool. Then he walked over, he reached out to shake his hand. Like, come on, bro. I don't understand it, man. Yeah, man. But it's all good, man. You know, it is what it is. I agree with what he's saying. Like I said, I'm listening to his passion about what they're doing and about how it go. And he's absolutely right. They're not walking them in the shit. You gotta go take it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go take it, and you gotta take those chances, take those risks, and that's what it is. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, man. At the end of the day, it's boxing. Somebody get ushered to world titles in a limousine and hopping out on red carpet. Absolutely. And son gotta walk there from the project. So you know damn well we damn sure would have walked there. They tried to throw us there. They said, get your ass to there and fight. Yeah, you know. We said run it. We will do something. Let's get it. So we know that's what it is. So, but at the end of the day, that's what I'm saying. There's no disrespect when we call it out like Brian Norman and anybody in the picture. Ain't no disrespect, but we gotta fight for what we want. And it is what it is, you know. It's a sport, you know. It's a gladiator sport. I respect everybody in the sport, but see it, we got to try to get it. We got to go get it at the end of the day. I 1,000% agree. Like in any other sport, you can say I'm gonna whoop your ass at basketball, football, hockey, whatever the fuck it is. There's no difference in saying I'm gonna whoop your ass at boxing and shake it up, dab it up, and still be cool. Ain't no more. Ain't no problem. The same thing. You feel me? The same shit. So it's all right.
Dream.
You think you're the best in it, or you trying to be the best in it, why the fuck you doing it? So now, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't confident, you're gonna be out saying, "No, like, would you fight right now? I don't." Yes, yes, right. Hell yeah. Yes. Wait. At the end of the day, don't nobody got 4 arms and 8 legs. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got 2 hands and 2 feet. Let's go ahead and scrap. Absolutely, I agree with that. I got a question for the panel. What up? So, is it safe to say that like Keyshawn Davis ducked Abdullah Mason? No. How can you? Because I know why he's saying that. You talk the way you talk, knowing you miss weight. You know you can't. Yeah, I know why he's saying. I mean, listen. This is the thing, all right. It ain't like Keyshawn sat there and bullied on the kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Abdullah was asked a question that pertained to Keyshawn, and Keyshawn answered, "What you want to do?" Like, we are fighters. What was he supposed to do? No, man. You know, I'm about to miss weight. So, no, nigga, what you want to do? What's up? You know what I'm saying? Like he said, do you want to do it next? He probably would have made weight for that one. You feel me? That's the bullshit. Again, we got another fighter and coach on here.
What's the most weight? Well, let me tell you mine. The most weight I ever lost in a day is 7 pounds. I lost 13 pounds in 2 days. That's me. That's me and mine. I think B lost like 8 or 9 in 1 day himself. Let me see. What's the most you ever lost in a day? Most in a day? Yeah. I lost like 6. So 6 in a day. I said I'm 7. You feel what I'm saying? I'm 7, you 6. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I'm telling you. So I was 7 1 day, 6 another day. That's 13 pounds in 2 days. So I just want people to understand it's all water. That's all it is. So when you hear people 4 or 5 pounds or whatever the case may be, it don't be a big deal. Now I know that some people get down to the end. There is the end that you get to where that shit frees up on you. You feel what I'm saying? But but that's why you gotta be well hydrated. That's why you gotta that's why you gotta do your shit outside the ring, the shit that you're supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? But for De Los Santos to say that Keyshawn came 139.5 the day before the fucking fight, and there is absolutely no reason he was healthy, he was walking around, he wouldn't motherfucker, they didn't have to stroll him out in the motherfucker stretcher in a wheelchair. That nigga was fine, bro. No, for sure. But to be honest, I look at it 2 different ways, right? I look at it as maybe he could be cool and didn't give a fuck, or it could have been like I tried to make this weight and I'm starting to feel a little weak, and if I cut the rest of this shit, I don't think I would be 100%. And I feel like going into a fight with De Los Santos, you got to be 100%. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like he was like, well, if I can't be 100%, I'd rather just pay the fee. And thought De Los Santos was still gonna take it, and he was like, De Los Santos was like, no, I'm good. And that's my opinion. Yeah, it's hard to say he tried to make weight when he was like so far from it. Man, hey, like you was a weight class above. He was amped up. He was energy. He was amped up. Energy was smiling. That nigga was good, bro. You ain't. But like you was nowhere, you feel me? You was nowhere near. Like ain't no smile. Ain't no smiles when fighters come to the fucking weigh-in, nigga. They be sad, nigga. Let's go put me on the scale and get the fuck out. Ain't nobody laughing and playing. Yeah, no, that's the fact. Cause them niggas stressed out from trying to make the fucking weight.
Yeah. They be having headaches and everything.
Yeah. At the end of the day, man. At the end of the day, don't nobody know the truth, but Keyshawn and God. You know what I'm saying? So whatever the case may be, I just hope he got so much talent, man. I just hope he learn from it, grow from it, and really just tap into his greatness that he's supposed to, man. Because he got a lot of talent. You can really do some special. He was there, Prince. What you think, Tyrant? Was Tyrant pissed off? I mean, why wouldn't they be? You ain't hear. But did you hear anything? Like, was it like, well, they so fucking, they gonna call it there, so you would never know. Never mind. Get the question. Why wouldn't they be? But you know what I'm saying? They were upset about it, but but realistically too, that's also a fighter they was trying to make the face of the company. Right. So I'm pretty sure he gonna feel some type of discipline. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think they're gonna drop him or nothing like that. I would. You know what I'm saying? So I hope. My thing is, I hope, like from the disciplinary aspect, I feel like since the nigga I guess he can't fight at 135 no more. He officially a 140 pounder. I feel like he need at least 3 or 4 fights for he fight for a title shot. Because if he get a title shot in the next 2 fights, I don't feel like that's fair. And then I mean, we can't. I really can't say that. Man, the boy still was a world champion. You know what I'm saying? So I can't say that wouldn't be fair. And at the end of the day, that boy got a fan base too. So at the end of the day, it's come down to one thing, and that's that paper, that money. So discipline. Listen, Canelo got knocked on that shit and had to chill for what, 6 months? That's basically like no suspension. You know what I'm saying? You talking when he got like yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? So it's just depending on the fighter, how severe the circumstances is gonna be. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like you said though, with the paper though, he was doing 1 million pay-per-views. Right. Multiple times.
That ain't just a one-time thing either. Yeah. So it's like, we'll see, man. I just hope Keyshawn grow from it, man, because I think that boy's so talented. That's why he need discipline so he can grow from it, though. That's what I'm saying. That's why he need to be disciplined. It ain't gonna do him no good if you do some shit like that, and you just slap the fuck on the wrist, and then you need to learn shit from it. Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're gonna slap him on the wrist, but yeah, it is. How y'all out there? How Japan? I ain't never been. Yeah, everything cool, man. Everything cool. Everybody respectful as hell. Like if you go to any Japanese type shit or watch comments on anything like on YouTube or something, they ain't nothing but respectful. You know what I'm saying? They don't even know how to talk shit. I'm not saying that to be negative. I'm just saying they don't. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what they into. That's not in their forte. Yeah, they ain't in their culture. They ain't what they into. At all. At all. Like we went to the Nakatani fight the other night. Shit, they was showing the motherfucker. That shit was fucking probably was loaded. Like Japan boxing is major over here for them. That shit was loaded from top to bottom. How did he look live? Nakatani? Yeah. How did he look? He did his thing. He closed the guy out and he unified the title. So I mean he looked damn good. He looked good. But the fans was showing everybody love. Like the first fight we seen was a fucking Amigo. He was a Spanish Latino fighter. Shit, they showed that man never. You would have thought he was a home fighter. You know what I'm saying? They showed him never love. You know what I'm saying? When he came out, when he lost, they showed him nothing but love. Like so, they so respectful over here. You know what I'm saying? That's a good thing about it. I think everybody need to see this shit and understand this shit and have some kind of humility and some kind of humanity because these people really cool. They just really they just want to see a good fucking fight. You know what I'm saying? I think that's how it's supposed to be. Yeah, that's all I hear is good things from people when they go over there. Fulton said the same thing. He got a big fan base going over there. Yeah, they cool as fuck, bro. They real cool. Like people, man, they had to pull beat when we was leaving. When we was leaving, the people was like I'm telling you, it was loaded from top to bottom. The section that we was at, they pretty much had to just pull B away because they was like, "Are you okay with it?" Because they asked us first, they had B, "Are you okay with it?" It was like, "Yeah, nah, I'm cool." But B sat there taking pictures and signing autographs so long they just pulled that nigga away. It was like, come on, his ass. Because he would have been there all day still signing this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's dope, though. And they got to be with the parents. Yeah, so it's all good. It's all good. Like I said, they definitely different than us. I do understand why they say what they say about us. You know what I'm saying? We really some bullies. We're bullies more than anything. You feel me? It's like America's brash temperament and how we are. We really kind of overpower shit. That's all it is because everybody's so nice. And I don't know outside of here, but I'm saying like a country like this, where everybody's so nice. You can get them up in the country room and you about to. That's always been the mindset of everybody's so nice and sweet, so we feel like we can just take shit. Exactly, yeah. But the integrity of these people won't even allow them to act like that because they're not even raised that way. You know what I'm saying? They don't come that way. You feel me? Right. Like for example, if I ask somebody, so I can't remember what it was the other day. Like dude was so fucking apologetic that he couldn't help me. He was in the gym. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Can I? He was trying to figure out what the fuck he could do. Like, nah, bro, we cool, man, we good. You know what I'm saying? He was so apologetic that he couldn't help me. You feel me? Like anybody else, like, nah, we ain't got that. You know what I'm saying? In fact, I know it was laundromat. I asked him, did they have a washer and dryer? Because we got sweaty clothes and shit. You know, we're in a hotel. So he was like, y'all got anywhere we can wash our clothes. So I typed it in the kid. He looked at it. He went upstairs, downstairs, because it was a gym downstairs. Asked everybody he could. Came back up. He was like, I'm so sorry. Maybe we can. I don't know. I said, nah, bro, we cool. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Trying to find a fucking washing machine, you know. So, like, nigga, can I use your microwave? Like, come on, bro. They look nice, dog. Thank you. Yeah, man. So it's all good, man. Yeah, that's how Christopher Columbus ended up collecting what he was collecting. Because when he was traveling the seas and shit, took that shit. Taking that shit. Nigga said took that shit. Took that shit. That's what it is. Oh, y'all nice, cool. Took that shit. Hey, y'all like we not, bitch. Give it here. He like, they giving it to me. I might as well take it. Right. Took that shit, bro. Took that shit. The mentality was totally different. Took that shit. Real talk. Hey, look, but I'm about to get off of here, man. Okay, Peter. Hey, good luck to y'all, man. Congratulations on your win, man. Hey, hopefully we can get that shot one day. Yeah, right. When we here, man, we gonna be here, big dog. We here for sure. All right, boy. Yeah. Yes, sir. Hey, listen, I told you, Neil, I said it many times, I couldn't believe the motherfucker pulled up on the motorcycle in schools, just leaving that shit on sidewalk with no weed or nothing like that. I would call, if you was in any kind of any city or any kind of city out in America and you leave when they was leaving on side of the road, somebody's going to come take your shit. You get what I'm saying? All of these shit was just out there like no locks, no. Now they tell you something. I'm looking at that, so they tell you where I'm from. The fact that I'm looking at that, like, damn, you ain't gonna lock your shit up. You feel me? But you know, it is what it is.
You learn from past experiences.
Absolutely. You know what we see. I'm looking, hey, bro, they gonna take your shit out here. Like, bro, they just hop on that shit, put a helmet on, and then take off. Bikes, motorcycles, mopeds, all that shit.
Hell yeah.
And they law enforcement more stricter too because of how nice they is and shit. So if you really on some dumb shit, they gonna treat you as an example. I think that's what it is. That's what we was trying to figure out. Cause we was like, why they so nice? Why they, you know what I'm saying? Why? You feel me? Like, there's no reason. Like, there's so much shit they could be doing, they just not doing. That's why I say I believe they raised that way. Because there's so much shit they could be doing, but they don't even have that mentality, which is a good thing. You know what I'm saying? They ain't even come up that way. So, you know, I guess the police they know what it is. I guess they got harsh ass punishment, some shit they don't want to deal with. But hey, man, it's goddamn what it is. It is 11:35 Tuesday morning. Over here, I gotta give me something. To eat, man. I'm a holler at y'all, man. Yes, sir.
You already. I'm about to get out too, man. I just wanted to tap you in, bro, to see if you had anything you had to give out.
When I was trying to jump in earlier, I had got a call, and so I had to jump out. But I just heard y'all was talking about Keyshawn, and I agree with what Prince was saying. They not finna cut that man and drop him or nothing like that. He gonna get a little slap on the wrist. He gonna get a title shot in 2 fights, bro. Like everybody know how this gonna go. You know what I'm saying? He's the next face. It's gonna if he get it in 2 fights, though, I feel like he gonna get it in 2 fights. It's not. And but to the king goes the spoils. You know what I'm saying? When you the person that's in that seat, you the next. You know what I'm saying? Like our Prince was saying, he pretty much the new face for them, who they trying to build into that for top rank. So it's like he probably gonna get a warm up at 140. He's gonna get a title shot because at the end of the day they still need him to make bread. You know, it's business at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's true that heavily invested into him, so.
That's just my opinion. That's my 2 cents.
Oh, they built them. They built them up for 13 fights. They built them up good.
You know, I want to see McCarthy.
What was that, Dream? I couldn't hear you.
No, I said I want to see him fight Tito McCarthy.
I mean, I just want to see him fight. To be real, Morataya. I mean, he's the new champion right now. That's the guy that we need to see him fight. You know, if it's not De Los Santos, it would be that guy. You know.
They saying, what about Nahir? I would like to see him fight Nahir just.
Oh wait, yeah. See, we don't know. You know what would be bad though, bro? Is if his next. No. What would? No, what would be bad is if his next fight's at 135. That would be bad. That would be really bad.
I mean, I already would be as bad. I think there's enough options in boxing.
Even if he fights more tied to unify, no, he can't unify. He don't got the belt no more.
He can't unify. He don't got the
Yeah,
belt.
he has no choice but to go. He'll look crazy. He'll look crazy fighting at 135.
I mean, I think there's enough opportunities in boxing where he can go fight somebody that's outside of the realm of who people just think the first name, And it could be a situation like that where it's not at 40 or 35, it's at 38 against somebody random. You know what I'm saying? I think there's enough fights out there like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's to say Floyd Schofield just don't auntie show? Don't go.
Oh.
We want Keyshawn.
I think it will be that's nasty work. No, that's nasty work. Frank Martin though. Frank.
It's true. Bro, they've been quiet, too quiet. They over there plotting.
They got Farmer to deal with.
I just don't fuck with them because I don't like how they did my dog, bro. I don't like they had Shakur and them over there in a whole other part of the world, bro. Y'all fucked off some bread and y'all niggas faked and went to the hospital and shit. They lost all respect for me, and that's just on. And they asked for $2.5 million to fight out. That was fucked up. That wasn't cool, bro. It's because you playing with people real lives. You know what I'm saying? It's like people really had to pay to go over there. They had to like train. They had to pay for sparring partners. Like they had to get Ubers. They had to buy food.
Like De Los Santos did.
For sure. For sure.
Because De Los Santos is feeling the same way. I just asked him. I was like, "Oh, would you give him a chance?" And he's like, "You don't really deserve a chance." You know, and this is a guy. This is a guy that don't have as much of a name, but still, is disrespect comes in different ways.
It's business, and that's why people were saying that it was disrespectful. Like Bud said, he's felt that way, but he ain't never missed weight. You know?
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, bro. But no, we locked in, man. It's love, man.
You already, Bree? I'm about to get out, bro. I've been on this live for like 3 hours and shit.
I already know. Look, bro, I've been watching from the far, bro. I already know you've been on this bitch for a minute. It's love,
you already, man. Till the next time.
For sure.
Thank you for tapping in, always. Smash the like button, y'all. Subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel yet. It's your boy Mills from Mill City Boxing, home of that high-level pro boxing media, the Fighters and Trainers channel, and most importantly, the People's channel. And we'll be back tomorrow. Salute to everybody on the live.